singles 1 and 2, we have men's teams final. We have Victoria B against Victoria A. Good luck to teams. You can start already. In the singles to masters final, we have South Queensland A against Victoria A. You again can start as soon as you've got your teams ready and you're playing away. In the ladies final, we have South Australia A and New South Wales. You can start as soon as you get your teams together. And good luck to everybody. It's a Roman referee, so if you need them, please call Joe.
Guys, welcome. Jowett, bringing the men's Australian Blackball National Championships finals between Victoria men's A and Victoria men's B. How are you, Luke?
Yeah, well, thanks. Yeah, it'd be a good match to watch this one. I was happy to volunteer to commentate. We were knocked out of the comp by Victoria A. In the preliminary final. They played really well. They got off to a flyer. I think they were about 6-1 up. We did peg them back, and it went right down to the wire, but they ran away with it towards the end. I know both teams are pretty strong all round. So
yeah, well, we got done by Victoria B in the first round of the finals. So can speak to that. They got off to a flyer. We were down 5-0, and we were fighting to nothing. They were going out from everywhere, and really good standard of pool and punished us when we were making mistakes, which we did a lot of. Queensland team, we probably had a dip a bit too early in both the first match and the second match against yourselves this morning. We found ourselves in a lot of trouble. Yeah, well, look,
Noel on it, Kenny. That's how Rusty Wheeler would spell it. It's Jowett. Yeah, so Brendan, like you were saying, I think that's a little indicative of a lot of the matches this week. If you can get off to a good start, that's exactly what you need, and you need to be taking those chances. And in the men's, in the Open Grand Final, that's what the better side will get off to a flyer, and the other will be trying to stay in it.
All right.
So from my understanding, they may have both lagged, and
looks like the A sides have won the lag on both tables. So we've got Dale Kent playing against Jason Smiley, and we have
Jack Phillips
against Bro Shields in the first two frames.
In the other matches going on in the stadium, I know we've got the women, our women's, New South Wales women's versing Adelaide women's. South Australian women's. I'm not sure if they had two sides.
South Australia. They had two ladies teams.
Yep, so I'm not sure if it's South Australia.
It's the first team.
It is the first team, okay.
Carol Nunn, Kel Riley, Laura Shaw, a couple just to name. I don't know.
That's it. Annette Grigg at the
Rosman.
Yep, Annette Grigg's at the table now.
There you go. I believe that's the whole team. I think they came without a sub. So.
Okay, there we go. So it looks like they're setting the balls and getting ready for the first frame. Further to that.
Dale's dumped a wide on the break.
So Jason Smiley finds himself at the table here.
For those of you guys new to Blackball, obviously this being the final, if it's the first chance you've had to catch any of the streams, Blackball compared to 8-ball, difference is any foul, so also when you pot the wide on the break, is that you do have the free shot +1 visit. So there's no penalty. You can play the black, you can play any ball on the table, and the table remains open. So you can only decide the colour sets on the second shot of the visit.
So Jason will be looking for a little better than that. So he's going to have to take the red that's in the pocket, which means he'll remain on reds.
It's your
you might be breathing into it just slightly. Just pull it down. Yeah, it's good where you're just not right in front. Yep. Oh yes.
So as expected, Jason Smiley's taken the reds.
On the other table, Bro's in control at the moment. Looks like Jack took reds. And there's either missed or run out of position. Not sure what's happened there on the right.
Bro's had a go at the yellow. Looks like he might take that hard one off the bottom rail straight away.
I think the tricky one in Bro's out is the one on the left of the table past the middle as we look at it.
Yeah, and I
think he's
found
got a ball to transition to it, but I'm not sure what his transition out is just at the moment. Because he does also have the one on the right of the table he's going to have to get on quite cleanly. I think it goes past the red.
And the difference between these tables and the two-shot tables, I find those light little shots you got to do into the centre, they need to be dead centre of the pockets. Because if you go wide, you can't cheat the centre of the pockets on these tables.
No, they're unforgiving.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Jack Phillips is there. He's just played a pretty decent shot. He's lost the
He's
white a little
overscrewed.
bit. Yeah.
He does have the cut to the far corner. The one that's closest to.
Yeah, I see that. Yep.
But the white's going to be running.
Yeah, the white will have to travel then, and you'll be relying a little bit on luck. Oh, and he's... Yep. So Brendan's with Kenny on tech support right as we go. Jack did play that cut to the top right. He made the pot and he's held the white pretty well. He's got a little stiff there with the white that's hampered the next shot on the red. And on the other table, Jason Smiley versus Dale Kent. Looks like both are going to have to grind for the win here at this stage. So, and in the seniors and the masters match, we didn't touch on, it's Victoria versus Queensland.
Both A sides in that match.
Both the A sides in the seniors and masters.
So Queensland went through undefeated.
Wow, yep.
Managed to also win their first and second matches in the final. So they're looking to go through the entire tournament without dropping a match.
Wow, that's unbelievable at this level. So I'm sure it'll be a right cracker.
Queensland Masters. Yeah, the A team for Queensland Masters went through undefeated.
And
a couple of really solid players in that team. Adam List, Ian Chung, Dwayne Bauer, a number of guys that have gone away and represented our country at Blackball tournaments across the world.
Yeah, I was in England, Bridlington with Chungy a couple of years ago, and I noticed last night in the he played in the Masters singles, and he went pretty well. Mark Cottingham ran away with the win there, but I assume Mark's in the Victorian Masters side.
I believe Mark was in the B side, so he played with a couple of the other guys as well.
There you go, yep.
So the A side for the VIC Masters, you're looking at Jamie Stevens, Sean Partridge, Darren Waite.
Yeah, so they're both pretty stacked sides.
Solid teams, really solid. Very similar quality to what we expect out of the men's final here from the two. 1-0.
Josh Boyle's coming up to the table.
Smiley's on reds, isn't he?
Smiley's on reds. He's just played that to tie the yellow up. Now the thing he needs to be careful. 1-0. VIC B. Now with the Blackball rules, that yellow looks to be completely covered by the reds.
No, there's a gap there.
There is a gap.
The ball.
Receiving from the camera angle. There is a gap there. I'd be happy for me not to play that though.
Looks like he's going to play the plant and kick the red out at the same time.
Yep, and open it up.
So this is going to clear the pocket. This yellow will go rail first into the red that's closest to the yellow. We'll push both reds across towards the other corner pocket. The other yellow will cannon the second yellow in the pocket and sit. And the white should come 2 cushions.
And
Just
he's done
like that.
exactly what you said.
He looks to be on it.
Looks to be on it.
It's difficult to get the white back out. The jaws on these tables are very different to what you find on a net pocket table.
Yeah, I found that, Brendan. The balls can sit right inside them, and it's a little hard to work out with angle, as you've seen just then. And Dale's made contact with the ball, but he's cut it real fine and rattled it.
So this is a big thing as well in the tactics of Blackball compared to the tactics of 8-ball. That yellow sitting over the pocket is actually a nightmare for Dale.
Absolutely, and Jason Smiley's gone red hot favourite for this frame.
Yep, 100%. What Jason's trying to figure out now is if he plays the red on the side cushion and he hits it too firm, will he leave a stalemate? So
He's just taken the ball in hand.
taken ball in hand.
It must have been the foul already.
Did he touch the red on the way through?
He must have touched the red on the way through, and that
okay.
may be why he got the yellow so thin. So I missed that as well.
It was a free shot here. Got the option to pop the yellow. Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. And
It's
so now he holds one visit at the table, and he'll be looking to clear these reds. A couple of tricky ones there, but players of these calibers should run this. Yep. Brendan's just going to try and get the draw up for us, and we can keep you up to date with the scores around.
Apologies, guys. We haven't got the Q score in, so we're working off what we see in front of us. We won't be able to tell you what's going on until we see it, just like you.
Jason's got one ball in. He's with the white here.
Looks to be frozen. So the white will naturally want to go towards the pocket and not straight across. And that's the risk.
And that's the risk. And
Dale with thin cut on the black in the middle. Joshy Boyle is playing against Aki on table number 2. Josh looks to have hit a pretty solid break here.
so Dale Kent's taken the win there. And it takes it to 1 apiece.
Yep.
So we've got Cran Wrigley coming to the table now. For those that don't know, he was part of the men's team in two-shot World Rules, won the World Championship for Australia back in 1996, I believe. And I'm told that he played the winning black ball to win that.
There you go. I'm only new to both two-shot and blackball.
Well, there you go. Yep. So Cran Wrigley is a world champion in a past life.
I wouldn't say past life, mate.
He's still here. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's a very close lag.
I'd give it to Chase.
Here's the Chase. Chase is standing there like he thinks he owns it.
I think he owns it. Yep.
Grant's
giving it
happy.
the thumbs up. So Joshy's missed his first ball on the yellows.
Yep.
I'm just trying to work out if the table was closed or if he has left it open.
Yes, okay. Well, the shot that we see Aki play should determine the answer to
I
that.
think the table is closed.
Yeah.
And he's on the reds. In which case, he's in a lot of trouble here. Because he's also left the plant for the yellow down the rail, and then the yellows all link quite nicely.
They do, yeah. And with that yellow on the bottom left pocket covering those two reds, it's going to be difficult, but not impossible for Aki to find his way into the frame. So Chase is just broken on the table on the left. He's made a ball on the break. There's no nomination in this game. So Chase now needs to pot a ball, red or yellow, and that'll be the colour that he plays. If he pots a red and a yellow in this shot, I believe it's still open table. Is that right, Brendan?
Yep. I think Chase will take the yellows here.
Top left and get the white ball down to the middle of the table on the right a little bit. Just like that.
Real good. So Chase is taking the yellows. The shot here, I think, is to play the yellow in the top left corner and hold off the red to the left of the two yellows
And
between the middles.
And to the centre on the right afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, correct, mate. Dale did throw that one away. I think that's probably the best way to put it. That's a nice shot by Chase. Greg, we got done, mate. We went out 13-5 against VIC B in the first round, and we lost to New South Wales A this morning, 13-9. In reflection, we probably were a little bit too loose.
But this game and this set of rules, Brendan, it tends to be a little more high risk and high reward as opposed to two-shot world rules.
Correct.
And so you do need to take your chances, and it's a bit easier to get out of snookers and that on these tables, and you've seen a lot over the week. People will get out of a snooker and knock the black, and it'll go in one pocket accidentally, and they can take the win.
Yeah, very much so. Perfect example of that was actually in the Masters match, middle of the week. I think it might have been Wednesday morning. Jamie Stevens was in a brilliant snooker playing against one of the Queensland boys and came off one cushion and potted a long red up the rail.
Yeah, right.
Potted out and made it 12 all.
Yeah, I've seen that happen quite a bit. Yeah, that's. So you really need to take your chances when you get them, and you should be thinking of a snooker as a last resort. Yeah, thanks, Kenny. So Chase.
Yeah, long Victoria B and New South Wales A got us 2 in a row. Yes, we went through the teams undefeated. But yeah, really disappointing last 24 hours for us.
Chase has played a pretty good shot there too. I think he's slightly high on the yellow, which will bring the white down to the last yellow.
That's a huge shot by Aki. He's just played the skill shot and cleared the pocket completely of those two yellows. That's a great shot.
So the way Chase is looking at the ball he's on, the yellow in the centre, tells me the angle isn't there to float down to the last yellow.
He's either dead straight or just off the wrong side of straight.
Yeah, initially I thought he had the angle, but he... Yeah.
The guys, just while...
Oh,
that's a great shot. He's just hit it a bit too firm. Now, as much as Aki's just played a great shot by clearing the pocket, he's still in a tricky spot here to try and hide the white or pot out. The tricky part about it is that there's a yellow up the top end of the table. The two yellows still are pottable into this corner pocket. The red is that red on in the corner? Can you see, Luke?
In the top right?
No. Come towards us. This red here between the red and the black. Between the pocket and the black. That red's on?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that's on. Not to this pocket.
Right.
Yes, to the bottom right it is, but not to the bottom
Not
left.
towards us.
No. So he's tried
See,
to
this
hide
is the
that
tricky
wide a little
part.
bit, and he's might have got a little bit of luck there, I think. And Chase ran out of position on his last yellow. He's tried to play a containing shot. I do think Cran can make the middle ball to the middle left.
I think we may see Cran hide the white. I didn't see it move at all.
Josh may be attempting a backwards cut. As you called, Brendan, I missed Cran's shot. He's tried to hide the white. Yeah, he's played the shot you called. And he's played exactly what you called. You're
I
on
think my mic
5.
was off though, so no one heard it.
Okay, I heard it. Brendan's calls have been 100% bang on so far, so. Chase has played a pretty decent containing shot out of a snooker to run the white down in behind the yellow. He hasn't snookered Cran. But again, Cran's a very cagey player and he's not going to...
Aki has an out here, but it's going to take really good cueing on this first shot. He's going to need to play the red that's to the right of the black, stun across for the red that's on the rail. He'll then need to screw back just high of the red to be able to top through to the left cushion and play the red into the right bottom corner, which will be his last ball, and then play the black in the centre.
So you've mapped it out already really quickly. He's going to have to be cute with that white ball.
That's now not good. He's going to have to come middle first, screw back, and I don't even know if you can get from the red on the right cushion back across. I think the yellow's just in the right spot beneath the black. This is now, I don't think the out is on here. I think Aki needs to find a good containing shot and cover a bag or hide the white where Josh can't pot a yellow, but I can't see a straightforward spot where that's possible.
Yeah, I think he's looking at where the white might go if he still attempts that cut down the rail.
Do you think a face cut's on here between the two yellows and try and get the bag?
I didn't consider that shot.
So
looking
this
at it
red
now,
here on the right cushion where Aki's closest to, face cut it between the two yellows and get that bag?
Yeah, that could be a shot because then you're leaving the white long if you miss it.
Yeah, fish hooks are out, Greg. I could see that. I figured you were looking for some fishing line and a hook and didn't take the bait, mate. Sorry.
Aki's played that pretty well.
Fair point, Matty. Just looking at your comment about the skill shot should be a called shot.
Yeah, okay. I have heard people mention that.
I think that's not a bad idea in that if you are trying to attempt a skill shot, you should have to call it. I don't think, my personal opinion is that if you don't get that skill shot, you shouldn't be penalised.
Yes.
Because you haven't actually committed a foul.
Yep.
In that you haven't knowingly just potted your opponent's ball.
Yep.
But I think the fluke jag pot someone else's ball, I think there's a fair argument.
Yeah, there is a fair argument, and I have read plenty on lines on the forums and in group chats and that, and that's a fairly strong argument.
I wonder if this red is on past the yellow. If it is,
I don't believe it is. Oh, he's played that just about as good as he could, but he would have been fat on the black there too.
Awesome, thank you.
So we go back around the grounds a little bit. I can see Victoria, I believe it's Victoria 2-1 up in the Masters over Queensland.
I don't know that we have a scorebook for the women's final.
Can
you see one?
I can't see one.
Yeah, we'll try and keep you guys updated with the scores as we have them available.
So Josh Boyle's at the table on yellow. To be honest, they don't look fantastic. But you'd rather be at the table than your opponent.
So Crane's on the out here. He's played a pretty poor shot there positionally. He's on the wrong side of this red. He wanted to be just past it, so he could just stun back and top to the bottom cushion.
If he just drops that red in it, is there too much angle there for Cran to just drop that red in dead weight?
I think so.
Yes.
I think not only is it that it's too much angle for him to drop it dead weight, he's then going to be the wrong side of the red in the corner.
Yeah, and then
on the black.
Yes,
he'd have to go around the angles. So I think he's going to
attempt the more difficult ball first.
Come back around somewhere near where he is.
Yeah. And
so Aki's played a smart shot there in Blackball. So that's the advantage as well of these rules, is when you do have a foul committed on an in-off and you've got ball in hand, you can play your opponent's ball for position.
That's right, 100% correct. And so
Victoria B, they go up 2-1 off the mistake from Josh.
Cran will be looking to even the ledger here. He's going to have to play through this red a little bit to get the white.
He's going to have to play this with left-hand side. And he has. He's got the position, but he's missed the pot.
Yeah, sometimes when you're playing those shots with a lot of side, it's hard to cue through and get the angle correct. He's had a go, and he's left Chase a go at the yellow, but it's going to.
He missed it thin, which means that when he's played it with the check side,
Yep.
then the white's thrown more than he expected.
Yeah. So this is not a great opportunity for Chase, but you'd rather be having an opportunity at it than your opponent.
I like playing a face cut double and leaving the white on the top cushion.
Okay, yeah, and then you've got...
The red is not easy.
Yeah.
Yes, the red's at the same end of the table. This is not a bad option either, going 3 cushions. Gets the yellow back down to the same end of the table as the black.
And it's sitting out in the open.
The issue with this is that if Cran plays this right, he can get the white right underneath the black.
Yes.
And play for the foul.
Yeah. And if that's the shot that he plays, ideally, if you could place it by hand, you want it right hard up against the black. If it
there is a hair of a gap where I think you can actually fit it. So you can see on the black where you've got the white spot on it for the 8.
Yep.
I think there's actually a gap there where it can wedge it, so he can't just play the up and down. If he gets it perfect, he can actually cover the up and down.
And then you've got to come off 2 or 3 rails, and it makes it 10 times harder.
Might even be 4 or 5, depending on... Jack's just given the pack an absolute lashing, and he's gone straight in off.
So Cran's attempted the shot.
He's got it pretty good.
He's got it.
It is a total. But the issue is that the black is on in the opposite corner.
Yeah.
And if Chase plays this firm enough, he can get the total back.
Yeah,
even if
so,
he doesn't get the pot.
Yes. So...
Kenny Nickel just thinks that you're fishing long. There you go, he's just said that you are. He's just called you out. He says that you're a fisher.
Chase is attempting to get out of this snooker, and he has, but he hasn't made the pot, and...
He's covered the black.
He's covered the black.
That's a good shot, but he's not going to like his next one.
It's a cruel game, this, isn't it?
If the yellows...
So for those that are just learning this rule set, you must attempt to have a shot at your ball. Now, if at any stage, Cran is now on the red, and if he doesn't make a legitimate attempt, as per the rules, he would lose the frame.
I'm just wondering if we have... Cran's on the reds, so Cran's going to snooker behind the black here, I think. I don't think there's any merit in trying to pot this red and coming around. percentage play is just to wait for a better opportunity. Because by snookering, you're also forcing Chase to then try and get out of the snooker.
And in turn, try and get the free shot.
That's also a good option. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Kenny's just suggested a good shot as well, is to pot the red and then use the black to snooker. Cover it.
Yep, okay. Yep. Try to get your free shot, and then you'd clear the yellow, whether that's into the hole or open the black and then put the black in.
The reason I don't like that, Kenny, is because you then are playing position off a ball you're trying to bump out if he misses it. So you've got the red on the other side of the table by tapping it. You can actually play the black relatively close to full ball or even half ball and bump it, move it. Yep, that's a great shot there, because now Chase has to move the yellow, and if he doesn't touch the yellow, Cran's going to have a free shot to move the yellow and play position for the red in the corner.
Yeah, he may even elect to, if he gets the free shot, to bring the black ball out into play and hold position for the red. First off, though, Chase is going to have a go at this yellow.
I think he may be looking at 3 cushions to try and play the yellow full ball towards the bottom cushion towards the red. So if he goes 1, 2, it'll actually be 4 cushions. 1, 2, top
basically,
cushion, right
figure
side
8,
cushion,
basically.
left side cushion near the corner pocket, hit the yellow full ball and snooker back. I think that's what, and it looks the way that's his game.
Is that a...
It's no good, he's in.
Oh, wow.
So this is the advantage for me, playing the snooker off the red and not potting the red and snookering off the black.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that you can bump the yellow out now, top through off the bottom cushion, and hold for the red and then just roll the black in. Yeah, I think so.
Kenny's just helping us with a couple of technical issues still, and I just dropped my microphone.
Sorry, Kenny's
box.
telling me I'm really quiet, so I'm trying not to also then be considered coaching the players if I'm a little bit too loud. So there's a fine line between screaming down the microphone and telling the players what shots they should play.
Cran's played that
Jack
shot to open the black ball. Trouble is, he's landed slightly short on this red, and the white ball will be travelling up the table. Should still give him a decent shot at the black, but he doesn't want to run the white ball too far.
This is almost the same shot that you see snooker players play off the pink to the black, where you've got to come short of the middle pocket and come 4 cushions. He's just dollied it in. He's accepted the long black.
He's taken his medicine, and now he's got to have a dip.
The layer-up shot there is to go the 4 cushions and come back down.
All the way back around.
The percentage shot here by Cran is to accept that he's just going to have to cut the black in from the middle of the table.
And Brendan, anytime you've got to run the white ball around the table like that, you do run the risk of putting the white ball in off, as Chase just did the shot prior.
Stubbsy, we're in sunny Hamilton, mate. We're about 3.5 hours west of the Melbourne CBD. Beautiful town. Really enjoyed the week here, so highly recommend for anyone that's looking to travel to any regional centres. Obviously, with overseas travel not being an option, I think Hamilton's a really nice place to come and spend some time.
Cran's just played a ripper black.
Nice black by Cran there. Had a chance to go out west yesterday, actually, in the break between the 9 o'clock session and the finals. We went out to the volcanic area about 20 minutes west of Hamilton and went out and saw some of the sinkholes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
wow.
really cool place to go out and see.
Yep. I've been there on previous trips, not for 8-ball, but with the family and that, down to Warrnambool and Portland. I think we're about an hour from each town. And we're only about 45 minutes, I think, from Halls Gap, right in the heart of the Grampians. So, again, Hamilton would be a great place to base yourself for a few days off and go out and do a few day trips.
Next year, Stubbsy, I actually don't think that's been confirmed just yet. I have heard some talk that we may be back here again next year. We may be in Queensland. We may be in WA. There's a few options that are on the table. Now, obviously is just a bit of chatter that's been floating around the room. Don't know anything for certain. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not in the know, mate. So, have you heard anything else?
No, to be honest, Brendan, I haven't heard. Originally, we were going to be playing this one last year, but COVID stopped that. It was supposed to be in Perth, I believe.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
We the Queensland shirts have got Perth written on them.
I did notice that.
We had an issue with the screen printer and the proofing, so happy with the shirts. Just a bit disappointed they still got Perth on them.
There can be a kind of reminder of somewhere you got to make it again one day, because I was excited. I was taking the family. We were going to go to Perth. Never been there. But something to keep on our bucket list.
Yep. Yeah, nice place. Went there twice with basketball.
Okay.
So past life, I was a basketball referee.
Right. Yep.
So I had the chance to go over there twice for national championships, and really lovely place, mate. If you get the chance, get there. Go to Cottesloe, enjoy the day.
Absolutely.
Yep. I'd argue it rivals the beaches on the Gold Coast.
Okay, wow. Well, that's a huge statement. So we've got Steve Lansborough at the tables trying to play a containing shot. I think he's contained Jack Green. He has left Jack on the yellow on the far right. He's actually left him on the top middle yellow as well.
I think he's trying to draw a mistake. That's a great shot, but the issue is where the white.
Yeah, he's overplayed it. He's overplayed it a little bit.
And not only has he overplayed it, he's now forced himself into trying to snooker.
Yeah.
The double's not on here for the yellow. The black's in the way. And not only that, he's snookered himself on the top yellow.
So Jack Green has just come out of the juniors. I'm not sure if he's 18 yet, but I know he played the last junior nationals with my son Rory.
I can confirm that Jack is definitely 18.
Okay.
Had a couple of beverages with him the other night. So
yeah, good kid.
Yeah. Jack's played a tap up, but he's left Rabbit a thin cut if he wants it on the red. But he's played it in such a way that even if he leaves the white on the bottom end of the table, he's going to have that yellow over the middle. So there's a bit of pressure on this for Rabbit. He's got to play a good shot here, one way or the other. I'd even argue there's nowhere to hide.
To me, I don't... Well, he's going up the table. This doesn't like the thin cut.
Big shot.
I'm not sure that's the shot to play. He's had a really good go at it. Had he made it, though, look at the white, would have not been great on the black.
And I think the thin cut for that reason was a chance to get back across the table for the black in the same sides middle.
That's what I was thinking, Brendan, yeah. So he's left Jack on with a real genuine chance here.
He's done the same thing. I think he's a little bit nervous, mate. He's overplayed a couple of balls there.
It's easy to be nervous out there, mate. Young guy, just straight out of the juniors, and then you're in the 2021 Australian Blackball International Open Grand Final.
It's a big step up, and transition's hard. In any sport, from juniors to seniors.
Absolutely. Jack's played another huge shot.
And he is absolutely plumb on this black. That is one of the best shots I've seen this week.
Absolutely.
Under this amount of pressure, at this point in the tournament. and
Steve Lansborough is not stoked with that.
He's had some kind words for the young fella.
Yeah. But it's an absolute battle on the tables, Brendan. But to be fair, we're all mates off the table. We're a big, happy family here.
There you go, 3-2 to Victoria Ray.
So back to our table on the left, we've got Bro Shields. I'm not sure what colour he's on, but he's versing Josh Boyle.
I like the reds, but I don't see a starter because I think the red that he's closest to covers the one on the right cushion. Maybe the one to the left of that ball he's closest to goes in the corner, which is then going to bump the yellow.
Because there's not an easy starter, he's taken yellow, which probably aren't the preferred balls, but you'd rather be in control of the table.
We may even see Bro just push this yellow over the middle pocket and just say, go on,
yes.
Have a go. Because this yellow is not easy wherever he lands on it. I
He
think
may attempt to leave him only on the red that's on the left middle. So, it's hard. So, I think he's... Yeah, I've tried to lay... I think he's on... If he was to play to the bottom left, he'd have to play a combination shot.
the yellows have turned the front.
So would he attempt a skill shot here? It's pretty risky.
Yellow's not bad. I like that shot better. Creates a bit more traffic around the black.
Containing shot.
Yeah.
Yep. Just gonna head you off. So Bro's got 3 open yellows, but 2 that are tied up. And just around the grounds again, the women's, we still can't see the score, but it looks like Queensland have overtaken Victoria in the Masters, and it's 4-3, assuming that Queensland are the red scorecard and Victoria are the blue scorecard. Bro's tried a promotional shot, and he's unfortunately steered the white right through everything.
Now, Bro is looking to see where he needs to land on the yellow. If he was to come this side, where he is already with the white on the left-hand side of the table, what his line would need to be to play the yellow into the right middle.
And Bro's lost the white there.
Mistake at a critical point in the frame here. Really good chance here for Josh to punish Bro.
Yeah, and Josh is a great player.
He's made quite a few 8-ball state teams, hasn't he?
I believe he has. I think he's from Melbourne. We're from northwest Victoria, so most of the pool that we play, we find our way to Adelaide to play, and that's
Broken Hill boys, aren't you?
We're with Broken Hill, yep, and New South Wales. We live right on the border.
Yep.
And so all the 8-ball we play back at home is across the river and actually in New South Wales.
Yeah,
so that's
right.
how we're here with New South Wales. So Josh is looking to get that one difficult red out. And he's opened it up, and he's going to have a bit of a dip.
Don't actually think those balls needed to be moved. I think he's made it a lot harder for himself.
He has putting that yellow, the red near the yellow on the left.
That was very much I have a free shot, I need to use a free shot.
I'm guilty of playing plenty of those myself, Brendan.
I think the better shot there was to actually play the red that's at the top of the table off the yellow in the middle.
Yep.
And clear that yellow out of the way, because that would actually demote that ball away from the pocket, and also clear it if you needed to use that for any of your balls at the bottom end of the table.
Yes, okay, yep. So he's still in attack mode at the moment.
Long would like to think so, mate. We'd love for the Worlds to be still in Australia next year. I'd love to be able to attend, whether as a player or a referee, whatever it is. I'd like to think I'd be a chance of making a team. I've had a pretty good week this week. So
Yeah, Brendan. So they were scheduled to be in Geelong, I believe.
Yeah, Geelong in November of last year. So when we do have an opportunity, obviously COVID's impacting everything at the moment, and this is the challenge with Blackball is you don't get the 2 shots like you do in 8-ball.
Yeah, so with 8-ball you can play with a little more 2-shot confidence, they call it.
Long, you must know more than me, mate. South Australia is scheduled to hold the next World Championships. Can you let us know, please, mate? So, Akey's playing against Crown over on table 2 at the moment. Still 3-2 here.
So,
He's got the angle to go back into it again. Off the one in the middle.
Yep.
South Africa, yeah.
So,
Did I
Bros.
say South Australia? Well, that just tells you where my head state is at the moment. It's been a very long week and a lot of pool played.
Oh, look, I forgot what day it was. The week, it turns into a bit of a blur, doesn't it,
Yeah,
Brendan?
we've got to go back to work soon.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that.
You almost need a holiday to get over a holiday, don't you?
Yep, especially this one. It's been an enjoyable holiday, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So, Bro's looking at how he can promote that yellow that's on the reds. Does he play the yellow in the left centre? And
He's
or
not on
no?
a face cut.
Maybe the long double or just a containing
He's
shot.
hiding.
Yep. That's not a bad shot.
He's used the black to cover the one over the pocket, which is a good shot.
Yeah. And he's left a little bit of distance there between the reds, so it makes any containing shot that that Josh might think of a little more difficult
The
when you've
shot
got
I
distance.
can see is the red he's closest to towards the black. He'll then push the red that's by the yellow to the side cushion, and the black will go towards the red over the bag. But this is also an okay shot.
Yeah,
He hasn't quite covered the black, which I think is what he was trying to achieve with that shot.
Leave the white ball in there and keep the
Yeah,
black
and
covered.
push the red right over the bag. Yeah, Long, we don't like it either, mate. We'd like to see Queensland in his. Even if it was ACT or New South Wales blue, I'd like it a little bit more. There's just too much Victoria.
There is.
And this is coming from someone who grew up down this way, so that says enough. I can't stand Victorians. That's why I live in Queensland.
So Bro's had a really good go. Oh, he's got really unlucky there, I think. He's had a go. He somehow got the wide in between.
So Kren's now in thinking mode. This is going to be a grind of a frame for both of these guys. The yellows are now dead. The one that's closest to the black is going to kill him. We may see Kren try to play a skill shot here where he plays the red in the right corner and flicks the red over onto the yellow, which he's done, but he's missed the pot. And that's a critical mistake.
That is a critical mistake with the free ball. It's still got a little bit to work out though, Aki, even with the free shot, because you've got the yellow tied up, the red and the black there.
I don't think it's as gross as you do. I think the option for me is to play ball in hand, play the red as a face cut, get the white back to the top end of the table, play the yellow in the middle, play the yellow in the bottom corner, screw out back to the middle of the table and play the black in the same corner.
Okay, there we go, guys. Brendan's called it.
I think that's the... If you want to go game right now, that's the way to go. The other option you've got is to bring the white to the side of the table between the red and the cushion on the left, play the yellow to the corner, and try and take complete control of the table. It probably won't help, purely because of the way that this game is played with the free ball. Covering bags is not always the right way to go.
No, and it can run you into trouble covering bags because then your opponent snookers you and you're in a world of pain.
Not only the snookers, but also the skill shots.
Yeah.
So the other advantage of these tables is if you hit a ball full while it's over a pocket, there's a fair chance you follow it in.
Yep, with your ball or your opponent's.
I don't like that shot. I really don't like that shot on the right hand table on table 2. I think Aki's just lost the frame.
Yeah, he's left himself no real shot at a yellow. I guess the shot that he may attempt is if he can get a thin cut and cover the red. But I don't know that he's even got that angle there, has he?
I think the way that he needed to do it, if he was going to push the black out, was to use the red that's still sitting on the left-hand cushion to push that into the black, which would then mean that the white held high for that yellow.
Yeah, and if the white was, high, you'd have more options.
Switch our focus over to the other table while Aki has a think.
We've got Bro at the table on yellow. Looks like he's lining up.
Bro's in some trouble. I think the red covers the double. He's gone long.
Attempted the long double.
He has pushed the black in a spot where it now is covering that red.
I think Josh will probably play a little containing shot with the snooker on the ball on the left.
I think it's just a simple little tap snooker on the ball on the rail.
Yeah, that's the
what
one,
he's
yeah.
Crane's played a nice shot, but he may have left a thin cut on the yellow in the middle. And if he's left a thin cut on the yellow in the middle, there's a fair chance Aki gets back to his yellow at the left corner.
Yes, the yellow, it does look a little past the pocket, but if you can sort
He's
of cut
wide
it,
enough, I think.
He's wide enough that he can cut it back a little.
Bro's fouled. Now, I think the shot that Joshy played much earlier in this frame when he pushed the yellow is the same shot that he needs to play now, where he pushes the red onto the black. The other option he's got is to pot out in one go, which I think is also an option. If he comes somewhere near where that yellow is, where his hand is there now, not that side, on the right-hand side of that yellow, he can play the red that he's closest to, where the ball is now. Play that in the corner, top through, and promote the red and the black in the same shot.
So he's taken the red to the bottom right, is that?
Yep, red to the bottom right.
With the promotion on the black.
Yeah, just touch the red. He only needs to touch it. He doesn't need to move the black very far. Yep. And then the red's on in both bottom pockets and the middle.
And if you don't make the pot, you've still got both reds there.
Yeah, you've still got the tap snooker option on the left rail. So he's seen Bro miss it once. He's had a sider. He doesn't really want to have to do that again. He'd like to pot out in one go here, I think. But it will entirely rely on what position, and that's okay because the red is now on. He's hit it probably a bit firmer than he wanted to. Yeah,
the black's got a little close to that red, but the red is still on to the bottom left or the
yes,
centre.
Jody, we're going to suffer. It's all Victoria. I'm very hopeful that Queensland gets a win over the far side in the Masters Seniors category.
So Joshy's played the percentage shot. Just thought he could make mistakes if he took the out on there. And looks like Victoria and the Masters have just squared up with Queensland and gone 4-all.
Yeah, if we can get it set up the same way that we've got it, just on the opposite tables. So if we can get the one for the ladies on 16, thank you. Sorry. No, so I've just asked if Sam can organise another scorebook for the ladies match that's happening. There is a scorebook, but I can't make out the numbers from here. It could be. It could be 4, it could be 6.
4-2, I can see that. Yeah, sorry, the ladies.
I've just asked Sam if she can move it onto the tables on the left-hand side on 15 or 16 so that we can see it on the stream as well. Or if we can organise a second scorebook. Oh, there we go. They've turned it for us, but it's still blocked.
Yeah, so with the ladies, we assume the scorecard, the red would be SA and the black would be New South Wales in the ladies, and it's 4-2 to South Australia versus New South Wales.
Sorry, guys, we shifted our focus away from the pool for a second and haven't... 4-5, is it? Yeah, so... Yep, so that's in the Masters Seniors. Yeah, Victoria's just won the last 2 frames to go from 4-3 down to 5-4 up.
So
yep, so South Australia lead 5-2 in the ladies at the moment.
in the ladies.
Yep. Yeah, they've just won a frame, which has given us a telltale of what's happening.
And to be honest, both crowds of the ladies are a little more reserved than the men's at the moment. They're pretty quiet over there.
Unlike them. Usually the ladies are the raucous, loud ones.
Absolutely.
It's a nice change to see the men get a bit excited. Usually it's the ladies that are the loud ones that cheer, and not that they carry on, but they like to get involved from the sidelines. They definitely enjoy their pool a little bit more than what we do. I think we take it a bit more seriously.
Yeah, and
Not that the ladies don't. I think...
No, they absolutely love it, and there's some gun players there in the ladies. Some good potters. Oh, Bro's just taken on a mad shot and got the cut, but he hasn't...
I'd like to see what he's doing with this black.
You'd want to see that. Can we instant replay that cut, Kenny, that Bro's played on the yellow?
I think the only shot I can see is to play this 2 cushions. No. So left side cushion low, bottom cushion, kick it in the middle.
To the middle. Okay, I was looking at the same shot but top right. So
that is, you sort of play it as a 2-way shot, one way or the other.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, Sam. Yep. Oh, he's gone the other way.
A dip.
Oh.
The white's out of the way, but it's missing the draw.
And it's missed.
So that's the other thing as well, guys. You probably just noticed how quick this table is.
Oh, they're unbelievable, aren't they?
Yep, you just saw that black go up and down 4 times.
Yeah.
You don't see that on one of our net pocket tables that we play 8-ball on.
Look, half the players in the room I've spoke to throughout the week have struggled to adapt. That's not a criticism of the tables at all. That's just a sign of the quality that they are.
Well, the tables are what they are.
Yeah.
We knew that we were coming to tables that are foreign to us.
Yep.
They're not something that we have a lot. We don't have a lot of blackball tables currently in Australia. We'd like to have a lot more.
No, so the difference is the cut of the pockets, but also the nap on the cloth. They have a nap, but it's a lot finer cloth that we're used to on our 2-shot tables.
And not only that, they're also about 6 inches smaller dimensions-wise. They're 6 by 3, not 7 by 3.5.
Yeah, so the playing surface on them, is slightly smaller.
Yep.
So some people would argue that makes it easier because you don't get as many long shots, but then others will argue that you need to steer the white ball a little bit better.
I think it's a lot more important to control. I don't know that it's more difficult or different.
Okay.
I think it's more important that you have good white ball control on the quicker and smaller tables.
And Josh has just got a nice out there. Yeah, you're right, Brendan. And Jamie Stevens made comment of that last night when we were commentating the singles, and he said on these tables you want a lot of full ball shots and then hitting them half ball, as opposed to doing fine cuts and having to run the white ball. You end up losing it. So
you want angle, but not too much.
Yeah, that's right.
When you do have too much angle, you notice a lot of the guys that have played on these tables overseas before, they play a lot of their fine cuts with check side.
Yep, to
which
hold
kills
the
speed. Well, not only to hold it, but it kills the speed out of the white, and they can also then modify and manipulate the angle that the white's coming off as well.
Yes.
And avoid a lot of the thin cutting offs that you do see on these tables.
Yes.
There's a lot of pocket when the table is a foot smaller. There's a lot more pocket as a percentage of how much room on the table the pockets take up.
Yep.
And especially with the square cut jaws, they take up a lot more space. The jaws are actually a lot longer than what you find on one of our All-Stars or a River Billiards table or an All-Cox.
Absolutely,
They're much bigger jaws.
Yep.
They're not quite square. They're not 9-ball pockets.
No, they're a mix, aren't they? A
Yeah.
cross between sort of an American cut style and our English cut tables.
I think the Masters are definitely up and rowdy. It's 6-4 over there.
It's just gone 6-4 Victoria. who 5 minutes ago were trailing.
So Jack Green's controlled the break a little bit better this time, but I think he's gone. Oh, he's got a ball.
He's made a ball.
One of the last balls moving.
A bit of a mess on the table there in the bottom right with the black, the yellow being covering the black and the 2 reds that are there. So a little bit for Jack.
Did you see many cut breaks this week?
No, I didn't. I did see a couple of players that did do it consistently, but on a whole, the players on our side all hit the head ball.
Front ball.
Yeah.
Because this break reminds me of what I usually see if someone cut breaks.
Okay,
where they hit the second ball, all the balls go to one side of the table, like this, where they're all over on the side where Jack was breaking from.
Yep.
He didn't split them very well, I'll be honest.
Yeah, he's ended up with clusters, which are never fun.
And it's going to draw some of these frames out. I don't know if the tables are playing a bit differently to when we were on them. We had a couple of matches on the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, they
we only had the one match on the stream tables, and that was early in the week. So it's difficult to know how they play as opposed to the others at the moment.
Yeah.
But these good players, they adjust.
Just looking at the stream, you can notice where the balls have been racked. You can start to see the
wear in the
marks.
cloth.
They have had a lot of pull played on them, these tables.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of pull in the course of a week.
Yeah, for the last week, guys at home, we've been here from about 9 a.m. And then till about 1:30 a.m. in the morning, some nights. So a lot of pools being played.
With that in mind, we've got to say a big thank you to the Australian Blackball Committee. They've spent a lot of time here out of their volunteers. No one's paid. Really big thank you to everyone in terms of the tournament organising committee and everyone that's been here, the refs, the officials, the canteen staff, the bar staff. Everyone's been great. So a really big thank you to everyone that's been involved in the production of this week, not only here on the floor in the venue, but also the town of Hamilton. The town's been great as well. Everyone's been really accommodating. And it's been a great week.
To be honest, I cannot believe how Mark Cottingham has played, and he won the Masters singles last night. While he was playing that match, he was giving us tech support here on the computers. He was down the other end of the room at times, helping with scorecards and what have you.
Unbelievable.
It speaks testament of his character.
Quite a productive visit there by Chase. He's left Jack the only ball on the table for Jack that's covering a bag. He's pushed the black out over the red. He played a really nice promotional shot there to push the black across.
I don't think that Jack's going to be so naive as to take the one over the bag. I think he's going to probably try to double the white out onto another yellow, then still got to make a rail.
I think he goes side cushion into one of the 3 yellows up there, or he's just going for the one he's closest to.
So according to the crowd, Cran Wrigley on the table on the right's just played a great shot.
Yeah, Greg, correct, mate. They are different dimensions. Now, not sure if you're talking the table itself in terms of the playing surface or the cut of the pockets. The playing surface of these tables is 6x3, but the table itself is actually 7x3.5 when you factor in the side rails. They are a similar size walking around to what we play on normally.
They are similar.
The normal All-Cox tables? Or
to our English two-shot tables. They're similar. They're similar.
The playing surface is noticeably different, though.
Yes,
in terms of size.
Absolutely.
Now, Chase has just played a tactical foul, so he's pushed his red onto the yellow and potted it.
So he's left Jack Green with a free shot.
I really don't know about if that was his best option there. I thought his best option was actually just to promote that red without potting the yellow.
Yeah, so
without giving away the free shot.
So Jack will be looking to make that black pottable and then taking the game on. Saying that, he's got a problem with the yellow that sits near the middle bag on the right, just below the red. That's going to be an issue for Jack too.
The only thing as well is he may even just pot, just like this, pot this red, clear the pocket.
Yep.
He's run the white again, but he's going to land. That's just about the worst spot on the table he could have landed.
The shot was a little loose. He needed a bit more finesse on that white.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. Thanks for clarifying that the playing surface is 6x3.
So over to the Masters there, Brendan. It looks like Victoria have gone 7-5 up. They must be on a little bit of a roll. And in the Open that we're commentating, Victoria A at 5-2 up over Victoria B.
Jack's just played a poor safety shot. He's left the red at the top of the table. Now, the only reason that I say that this is loose is because he's left the white clean queuing. He's got clean queuing on this red. He can play position wherever he needs to, which he may even just roll the red in and play the long red and get position on the red in the middle.
Yeah, and with that bit of angle, where the bottom red sits, he should be able to come out for the red into the middle.
He's played it firm and confident, but he's come out well and truly far enough. So you can see that red down the bottom.
He's just going to have to give the white ball a little bit to get the angle, the white ball out to the centre to get the angle.
He may even, if he's got the angle, he doesn't like it though. He's frowning and crossing his eyebrows. Yeah, and there we go, the standard I'm not sure what to do look. When you fold your arms, you've got your cue tucked in your armpit, you're just like, I just don't know what I should do here. We may see just a roll up on the red and a hole for the bag. Yep. It's a good white ball. But I think he's left a gap for the yellow to go cushion first off the red.
He has.
The one that we were talking about, that awkward one.
So Jack's going to need to make a good opening shot here.
The one good thing Jack has is that he's got a yellow in the middle of the table. Yeah, there you go, Greg. You know the Aussie table's even better than anyone else here. The 7x3. So the cushions are out of whack, which is why all our doubles are different. But what Chase has left is the cut to the yellow in the middle, and he's got any of 3 yellows that he can land there in the middle pocket.
That's right. And off of those 3 yellows on the middle right, no, he's played a containing shot as well.
That's a pretty good shot. The only issue is that if Chase can play this in such a way that he leaves the white almost where the red is currently at the bottom of the table, he's only going to have 1 yellow to play.
And that'll open the red that Chase has got an issue with.
As we see a huge jag on table 2. Junior just threw his hand in the air, Chris Jolly. So Chase has actually been left that red. Did not think he would be on that red. So probably not a poor safety shot, but it's definitely given Chase a chance here at the pot out. Now that being said though, this is tricky.
These are the shots that you need to hit the centre of the pocket. You can't cheat the pocket with these centres.
And yeah, that's a really
well
played shot.
Played that well. Didn't give it any more than he needed to.
The tricky part about those middles is that if you don't hit the centre of the pocket, then what you find is that the ball will either spit or it will hit the far jaw and sit there and go nowhere.
They spit them out.
That's a really confident out there by Chase.
So Chase has got that and takes it.
Gets it back to 5-3.
5-3. So it's game on. Chris Jolly's at the table.
Chris is on the yellows.
He's played that well.
How is he getting on the ball on the right cushion by the middle pocket? Because that doesn't go in the middle.
No, that doesn't. Unless he's happy to get behind it. I know some players are happy to play these ones down the rail. And if you play that to the top right and you miss, it covers a red.
The only other option he's got is maybe even bump it. So what we might see here is he plays this yellow in and leaves himself an angle on the yellow that's in the middle of the table to top through. Play that into the top right corner. Play the top left corner and then leave himself just past the balk line.
Yep.
To then play the top right yellow and stun into the yellow. And bump
Okay,
it.
yeah, and then promote it off the rail.
Because then that... Too late, brother.
Richard Williams has just come past and give us a bit of a nudge.
He reckons I'm voted off. I'm never allowed on the stream again.
So, a bit of a key shot here, Brendan. So Chris Jolly's made that pot off the bottom yellow. I think he did want to move the white ball up the table a little more. He's left the white ball a bit low.
He did want to just make sure that he's on the ball, though. He didn't want to run and snooker himself behind the red. That was the tricky part of that shot.
Yep.
Just by making sure he's on the ball, he then has a chance to finish the out. The tricky part of them playing the breakout last, though, is playing the breakout to push the yellow in a spot where he can get down to the black.
Yes.
He's overrun that.
He's overrun it.
I think he wanted to play the breakout first.
Which would have been a better option, because then when you break it out, you've got two balls that you could be going for. Ideally, Brendan, in a game of pool, you don't want to leave the breakout shot until the last one. Sometimes it's just not a possibility.
My favourite thing is to say, do your work early.
Yes. So he's looking at...
He's looking at where he wants to be on that yellow, the one that we were talking about. He wants the right spot to be is just past the yellow, because he is a left-handed player. He wants to have clean queuing and not be bridging over that ball. So if he was on the balk line, his bridge hand is going to be impeded by that red.
Yep.
Whereas if he gets past the balk line, and that's where he's going to get himself in trouble. Is where his bridge will normally be for this red is where for this yellow is where the red is. That's where he would normally put his right hand to cue as a left-handed player. He wanted to come closer to the red, but just past the balk line.
Yes, I see what you're saying there.
So that he's got clean queuing, and all he's got to do is just stun down. See his fingers in his bridge. He's now worried about running. Yeah, and he's missed the pot.
Yeah,
because he had the wrong angle.
Yeah.
Top hit on the left-hand table there by Smiley.
Jason Smiley there versus Jack Phillips.
Smiley's on the out here. He's got red in the right corner, red in the left corner, the one along the bottom rail, the one in the middle, and the black in the right corner.
A, B, C, D.
Yeah, this is connect the dots.
Just got to not leave a ball hanging. So he's just got to be clean. No, that's all right. Kenny just giving us a little more tech support there.
So Dale's left the red in the bag, but it's not the worst leave. The transition now for Chris is going to be really hard to get on the black. He's got to come short side, not long side.
Yeah.
He's got a chance, but he's got to leave himself the correct angle, which from here sitting in the commentary booth, we're probably not the right people to be talking about the right angle.
That's right.
Simple breakout shots, yes, but transitions into short side pots, we're not at the table. We can't tell you where he needs to be. We can guess.
The angles can be deceiving sometimes on camera too from when you're out there. So Jason...
He's taken these weird. He's taken these
Yeah,
wrong
I think
way,
he's
and just
overplayed
realised
that. Yeah, and I think he would have liked to have kept the white lower to the bottom ball.
He can go, though, red in the middle, top cushion, down to the gap and play down through the gap. There's actually an almost natural angle, as long as he misses the yellow that's just short of the balk line on the left side of the table. So long as he misses that yellow, he's almost natural to get back down to the bottom end of the table.
The white ball is travelling then, so it looks like that's the shot he is taking. And it's gone off of our screen. I think Jason's played it pretty well.
He's back on the red.
He's there on the red along the rail, so this is he's gonna need a good shot here. Must pot.
I'll tell you what, his natural angle on this pot, so long as he plays it even with just a hair of outside, so left-hand side for this pot, is to flick the yellow that's above the black directly in a straight line.
Okay.
Just a hair. It looks straight top, and that will mean that the black's on in the left corner. He's come past it. That's a great shot.
Yeah,
that's a great
played
shot.
that well. He should just drop this in, and they'll take a 6-3 lead.
Now Smiley's in the B team, mate.
Smiley's in the B team. Okay, so they will be 5-4.
And this is the tricky part about watching VIC matches.
Yeah, I actually just assumed because he's played at the table on the left, and we've got VIC A sitting on the left and VIC B sitting on the right. So.
Yep.
There we go.
Really nice out there by Smiley. Recovered really nicely after he got out.
We've got game on here, yeah, 5-4. Over to the Masters, they must be getting through a pretty decent frame rate because they're 6-7 to Victoria.
We have had quite a few tactical frames here in the men's final so far.
We have, yes.
Also, for those guys that haven't seen much blackball before, one of the things... Yeah, 5-4, Kenny. One of the things that's different about blackball as well, for those that have been to a two-shot nationals or a World Rules National Championships, is the breaks are predetermined by the draw. Whereas here at blackball, every frame is a lag. So there's an art to winning the break. You win the break, you have control of the table, and it's a skill rather than relying on the draw.
Yeah, and the breaks on these tables, it's pretty easy to make a bowl, I find. They generally spread a little bit better than our tables.
You don't have to pump them either. You can play a control break and still get a really nice split.
Yeah, so it's a huge advantage in any form of pool to have the break, but even more so here. So they're doing the lag now on the left, and it's the closest colour that finishes to the back rail. So Jack Green's won that. And
guys, the reason we're using the object balls to lag is because we don't have enough white balls for 2 on each table. So we would like to use the same size ball so that it's a fair fight on the lag. We don't want to be using balls of different sizes, creating inconsistencies. And Chris has just dug himself a really big hole in this frame. So Dale has the opportunity here just to roll the red up to the top right corner. And if it drops, he's out. If it sits, Chris is in a world of hurt.
He's just assessing his options.
He may even just take these 3 reds and try and get himself a neat on that red. You'll probably see him take the one over the black first, or relatively early in the out.
You definitely don't want to leave that one till last because it becomes difficult to get good position on the black. Jamie Stevens has just won a frame and pretty happy with himself.
Dale's got himself some nice jaw posse there.
Yeah, I missed that actually. I was looking over at the Masters.
He's played the red in the left corner, and he's come one cushion straight into the far jaw of the middle pocket.
Yeah.
And he's that fat on the red that's the hard one to get onto.
Yeah. I like what he's doing here. He's thinking positive, and he's thinking, I want to take this now. I don't want to leave a snooker and give my opponent a chance.
Oh, there's no snookers left here.
No, earlier on, though, when those 3 balls.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It wasn't even really a snooker. It was a case of, well, you don't have a clean pot on this yellow.
Yeah.
Have a go.
Yeah.
Figure something out.
Yeah.
And the black is still dead.
But the best way to win is by not letting your opponent to the table, and that's what he's attempting to do. So.
But this is one of the tricky things about these tables.
So they're awkward to judge these ones, aren't they, Brendan? For that red below the black coming out because the jaws, the way the ball sits so far in the jaws.
for me, the way I like to leave this is you've either got to screw out or leave it in the jaws. I don't actually. I did not have very good success playing a pot and then coming out off a jaw.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah, no.
I think the jaws they kill the balls more so than, well, especially the white.
He's done that. Amazing, yeah.
He's figured something out on these jaws that I haven't. Which
played that very well.
Is very likely.
So he just drops this into the top left, floats down the table to the one on the bottom left, and he's sitting fat on the black.
I think he probably want to get to about the middle pockets. He's left himself a bit long there, but it's okay.
It's a bit longer than ideal, but it shouldn't be a problem here for him.
Probably just drag this in and leave the white on the bottom cushion.
Yep. Just as a little security, if anything did go wrong, but I'm sure it won't.
He's digging deep. Yeah, just dragged it in. And he is plumb on the black for 6-4.
Yeah. There we go.
6-4.
6-4, yeah. It's confusing, Kenny. Too many Victorians, so. But it's 6-4 Victoria A to Victoria Men's B. Over to the ladies' game. It looks like South Australia are on 6, and I can't. There's a couple of water bottles inside.
Yeah, sorry, guys. So I'll just go for a quick wander over to the side of the stage. Bear with me.
Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey.
Currently it's 6-4 to SA in the ladies.
6-4, okay. So New South Wales have got themselves a couple of frames. And match on over there as well. So 6-4, you said?
Yeah, 6-4 to South Australia in the ladies.
Yep. Well, that's a decent frame rate. That's the same that we've got here in the men's, so it's good to see.
Some high quality ladies in the New South Wales team as well. I noticed, well, the standouts for me, what I saw through the week was Crystal and Elise.
Yeah, well,
really solid players.
I'm good friends with both their partners. Crystal is from Broken Hill, and her partner is Sean Durbidge, who played in our side. And Elise Harris, she goes out with Dwayne Hauser, who is in our New South Wales men's B side.
Sorry, mate. Just getting back to the cricket. How in the world did we get here on this table 1 frame? How did Jack get on these yellows and leave himself in this spot if he thought the out was on? I'm just wondering how he's got himself in this sort of predicament. Because the yellow down the bottom's
that's in a world of pain. Yeah, that yellow down the bottom. Right.
Played a nice shot there. He was total.
He was, yeah. For Jack Green there, in an ideal world, the white might have sat in behind the yellow. But anyway, he'd be pretty happy that he didn't foul.
Chase looks to have played a good safety there on the right-hand table.
Hasn't left Dale a lot of
options.
It's
open table.
Okay.
So
he can play any ball then, but he's probably not got a pot to take on, has he? So
no.
He's looking at playing a containing shot himself.
Yeah.
I don't know he's left a good pot on there either, has he? Might see a little bit of cat and mouse here.
I'm just wondering if there's anything creative, but I can't see anything straightforward.
No.
Oh, Akey's bumped the yellow one. Akey's bumped the yellow one here.
The yellow has, drops so below the pack.
If Jack can play one good shot here and play the cannon of the 2 yellows up the top, he'll screw down off the second one that sits.
I think it was the frame in the first round. Jack, he's looking at taking it on now. The crowd was pretty happy with that one, and I've got to say, it was not a bad result.
Yeah, Akey tapped the table in respect. That was a good shot because he also bumped the red. that he was sitting the yellow next to.
Yeah,
the
so he's got a little bit of protection there.
So Chase may have played a loose shot there, and Dale's actually played a pretty loose positional shot. First up,
he's got
on the yellows.
the white and no man's land. Yeah, so I think he's on yellows. Is that correct?
Yeah,
and,
he just potted the yellow in the top left corner.
Yep, I'm saying that out of my peripheral. But he hasn't got a clean shot here on.
Thorpe, all the Vics are playing, mate. The only ones that are left are the women, and they all went home after they lost. So I'm sorry, mate, but unfortunately, they're all on a table or they're all supporting their teammates. So, unlucky.
Should be all Victorian commentators as well. Vics can't have everything, so.
Oh, sorry, Chase is on the yellows by the looks of things. I thought that was Dale at the table before. He's playing against him in this frame.
So Akey's looking at how he can keep himself in this frame. He's got a clean pot on there to the centre left, but there's real no advantage in it unless you can open those other reds.
Chase has played a loose shot there. He's got himself in a world of hurt.
Queensland in the Masters must have just won a frame. They're getting loud.
I think they just won a frame they weren't supposed to. I think Sean's made a mistake and he's been punished.
Yep.
He's been punished by Vince Lee, Spider-Man.
Yeah, with the spider bite on the back of his head.
Yeah, Vincey Lee got bitten by what we believe was either a wolf or a white-tailed spider a few weeks back.
Yeah, okay, yep.
So he's running around with a big patch on the back of his neck.
So with that win, that'll go Queensland 7 to Victorian 8 in the Masters. So they're actually playing the quickest frame rate there at the moment.
To be honest, mate, it doesn't surprise me. There's a couple of guys there that'll have a go from anywhere in that
Absolutely. Not, yeah, with the colour of a player that's out there, it's not surprising. Jack's played a neat little shot there without actually potting that yellow, just to keep it there. Keep Akey hampered.
Just going back to the Masters, Luke. Adam List, one of the blokes in the Queensland men's team, we were sitting watching their semi-final before.
Yep.
And he turns around to me and said, mate, I thought I'd better off potting that ball because whenever I get myself in a tactical frame in Blackball, I lose.
Yeah, okay.
So that just goes to show you the mindset of some of the guys that are playing in our Masters this year.
Okay, absolutely. And to be honest, on the opposite end of the spectrum, my son Rory, who's just turned 18 and stepped out of the juniors, that's his philosophy with the game as well. He'd rather take it on. He doesn't want to let his opponent back at the table. So if there's a better than 50% chance at it, he will elect to have a go and not run safe. His theory, Brendan, is that if you go to play safe when you don't have to and your opponent gets out of a snooker and makes a lucky pot, then you deserve to lose the frame.
Yeah, can't argue with that theory.
Yeah. So Akey's still trying to work these reds out.
He's just killed the red, but he's played a nice snooker. He actually hasn't. He's left the yellow.
Yeah.
I think he's left the yellow, and if he hasn't left the yellow on the left side of the table, it's a pretty straightforward little, not a masse, but it's almost just a little pot with side.
Yeah. And I think he's doing what you said, just to pull it around just a little bit.
Oh, he had full wide. He's played the black to move. And he's got a result.
He's got absolutely sitting on these two yellows. Don't think he needs to do a lot. I can't see.
The red's in the way for the straight plant.
Yeah.
I think. So I'm just going to stand up. He's got this thin, but he's going to be running the white.
Oh, there we go. Well, that is a bit of a sharper angle, but he can probably zing the white around and put the black in the same pocket.
It does go. The tricky part is now holding the white on the same side of the table. Or sorry, the opposite side of the table to put it in the same pocket.
Yeah.
Because the white... That's a great shot.
Yeah, that's great.
He's trusted the pace of the table there.
That's right. You don't want to lose the white there, and he hasn't. He's played it right. So
Dale's extracted a free shot there.
Okay.
On the reds, on table 2.
Shot on the...
Just watch Jack have a go at the black here. So Victoria A now leads 7-4. 7-4. Dale's played a great shot there.
He's played a good shot from a little bit of distance there.
Can we get the side angle on 2? Yeah.
Okay,
Now the reds obviously go in the middle as we look at it, but I'm just wondering if the reds go in the middle towards us from this angle. Because that will make the out a little bit easier if you can play this one into this right middle or the left middle. Oh, he's just screwed across. Okay, that makes it much easier.
Yeah, he's played that well.
In the middle.
Yep. Two rails to get back behind him. Right, top left.
Still okay. It's playing.
Yep. He's probably screwed that, rather than sort of let it float down.
Now he's just got to play the stun to one cushion. Yeah, mate. That's just stuns to the side cushion. Earlier in the week, he was overplaying them and going about a foot too far.
Guilty of that myself. So.
Dale's just accepted the long black.
Yeah, he's happy. He's backed himself in rather than create that drama that you mentioned of overplaying it. He said, just give me a shot at it.
So easy to do, just to overplay. Anything with running side, it reacts like a 9-ball table. The cloth is very fine.
Yeah.
So any side, and it just takes off. It's unbelievable how much speed these tables hold on the balls when they come.
Yes, especially when you with fine cuts and things like that. The ball runs just like it's on glass.
It's incredible. Victoria A now taking an 8-4 lead off the back of Dale's nice pot out there.
And they're looking to consolidate. I'm sure Victoria Men's B have got other plans.
8-4, mate. Yeah.
So Chris Jolly here at the table on the left. Brendan,
Reds.
he looks like he's playing reds. Probably just stun back a little bit, keep for the other one from there, move the yellow. Got a problem with that red at the top left though.
He's on a hiding to nothing now. He's got to find it out.
Yeah. So
how
are we going to open that red at the top left? Just play through this one to the top right now. Try to bring the white back along the balk line.
I just don't know if you can get enough into it.
I don't know if he's got another option though.
He's played it with check side. He
is
on the red to the right corner as we look at it, but if he was going to play it this way, he almost does have the natural screw angle to come up into the red, but he needed to have clean queuing and not be jacked up.
Yeah.
I think that was a way to go. I don't know if that was the best way to go.
Yeah.
The only other shot I could see is to find an angle where you can play the red in the middle of the table into the right middle and cannon the yellow full ball into the red.
Okay, yep.
It would need to be at a fairly decent speed, though, to push the red up and back off the top cushion. You need to hit it really firm. And the trouble with doing it that way is the middles are treacherous.
They can be brutal.
You have to be so precise when you play anything with speed into a middle pocket. So this is now the challenge, is how does Chris find an out from here?
It's not coming to me, Brendan. He's obviously going to have to play a shot.
This layout and how deep he is in this pot out reminds me of what we've seen in some of the online pool comps.
Yeah.
It's zero or hero. There's no in between.
There's no in between. Look at where the yellows are. What was there?
The only
Other than the
one is the one by the red on the top.
The one
left.
that's that's right. And if Jack gets to the table, Jack Phillips, he's got plenty of options to pot a yellow and make a promotion on that.
The
and
other
if he's
option, sorry mate, the other option that he's got if Jack does get to the table to play safe is the yellow that is problematic for him. He can actually just get high on it, stun off that yellow and leave the white on top of the red.
And have Chris...
Absolutely no shot.
Yeah. So
he's actually giving him a ball to break that out off now.
Yeah. I think he might have been trying to sit the yellow onto the 2-ball cluster.
I think
and
you're
leave
right.
and leave the white hard up on the red. It's a nothing shot, but he didn't really have many options. So Jack's a very confident the table with these.
I think he leaves the yellow. He's actually taking it first, but I like taking this last.
As a ball
Just
to land fat on the black.
Easy ball to land fat on the black here. You don't have to do anything with the white. Now
Oh,
covering,
wow.
that's a smart snooker. Don't know if you meant to play it that way to sit yellow and snooker in the same shot.
He's got a
I think
absolute result there.
If it's not what he was playing, it was a loose shot.
Yeah.
But I think that might have actually been what he was trying to do there, is to snooker off that.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't drop that yellow, but he's going to be pretty happy with that result.
This is trouble though with these tables is, you've got a pocket, but now when you do go the pot out, the transition from that ball being in the jaws is a little bit difficult.
It's a lot more difficult to steer the white to where you want it, playing that ball.
Right, I'm being told that I'm a little bit faint. No, I haven't moved anything. Just going to see if we can get me some fresh batteries.
So we're just getting Brendan sorted with his microphone there. I think he's running flat batteries. So let's have a look at the batteries. Okay, my batteries are good. Maybe that's why I was a little louder on the microphone.
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check.
Oh wow, Chris Jolly.
Check, check, 1, 2.
Brendan, you've
Check,
just
check.
missed Chris Jolly. Nailed 2
Check, check, 1,
crazy
2.
reds.
Check, check.
Chris Jolly's got a
I'm on 10.
difficult shot at the black here, but he's a genuine chance of nailing it.
6-14.
So Chris Jolly's
That one?
missed the black after 2 massive reds. and he's left Jack Phillips at the table with yellows and options galore. So
9-4.
Jack would most likely be looking to go game right here, but if he runs himself into trouble, he's got plenty of balls where he can just sort of lay up and hide.
Check, check, 1-2.
So Brendan
Awesome,
Jackson,
I'm back.
you're back with us, are you?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, okay.
What have I missed, mate? Talk me through it.
Okay. Chris Jolly had 2 massive reds that were very low percentage shots, and he nailed them and left himself a real long shot on the black. He missed the pot on the black, which left Jack Phillips coming to the table. Now he's just got options galore. You can pretty much take these in any order you like. He's not going to be that careless or reckless. But they're all potable.
The way I would go now is I would take this one on the left. He's going to maybe go the opposite way to me. It's both are viable options. You can 6 on one, half a dozen on the other.
He's just putting a little stun on it. He's going to take the other one back to the centre on the other side.
Yeah, correct. He's overplayed that. I think he wanted
That's how
to be
easy
a
it
hair
is, isn't it?
straighter. Yeah, that's right. It's millimetres. It's not centimetres on these tables.
No, but I think he's still all right.
He's going to stun across to the side cushion. Yep. Play the one in the pocket. Come out high on the one in the middle of the table.
Put a little right on that sideball to throw it wide, do you? Or you just
I think he may play it with
ball?
a hair left and square it up.
Okay. Let's see what he does.
He's just rolled it. Oh, that's copped a bit of a bounce. And the natural angle here is straight in off.
Yeah, so he might have to stun it off the side rail, maybe back off the other side rail. Really punch it in.
Depending on how Jack's feeling and how confident he is playing with side, I think the confident shot here is to play it with a lot of right-hand side like he is.
Yep.
And come 4 cushions. Oh, he's played it beautifully, but he's missed the pot.
He's played it exactly like you said, and he's got the position, but he's missed the pot.
And that's the trouble with playing balls with side. So he's obviously feeling good. Up 9-4, I thought it was worth having a go.
Absolutely. He's a confident player. He's a very, very good potter.
Let's bring up the chat.
And Chris Jolly's just finished off with a skill shot.
Greg, there is a camera on the Masters. You'll need to head to the Blackball International Facebook group. I believe it's either Mark Plowman or James Morand that is streaming. So that is just off of Facebook, off of phone. Quality is good. Have had a lot of my matches streamed this week off that same phone.
Just have a look
so Luke's going to have a quick search and see if he can find the stream and just let you know where to go. Yes, we like the part where the balls are hit in the hole as well. Propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, so
that's
Brendan,
the best part of pool.
It's Mark Plowman. He's got the stream going on his Facebook page.
Are you friends with Greg on Facebook, mate? Do you want to just tag him in a comment?
I can. I'll try. Which Greg is it?
Greg Laurie.
No, it doesn't look like I am. I'll see if I can share the link.
You're right, I'm friends with Greg, so...
Okay, you'll be able to find it.
Yeah, I've just got to find the post, that's all.
If you go to Mark Plowman's Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So it looks like we've got a bit of a break here on the table on the left. Over to the Masters. Victoria have taken a lead 7-10 over Queensland.
No, that's right. Greg, if you're still with us on the stream, mate, I've just tagged you in a comment on Mark Plowman's stream that he's got for the Masters final. So if you did want to bring that up, mate, that is there on our Facebook group.
And for the others that aren't tuning into that stream, an update on those scores. It's 7-10 Victoria in the Masters.
In the ladies, we've got South Australia currently leading 8-5. Now, if my memory serves me right, Carol Nunn has been streaming the South Australian ladies matches all week on the Facebook page.
Yeah, there's a camera over there streaming.
So if you wanted to head to the ladies, she is streaming the ladies final.
So, Brendan, we've got a break at the table on the left here. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I believe it's because we're waiting on subs, or either subs, or we are going to have the same player that's on the table on the right play back-to-back.
Okay. So, Bro here on yellows, looking to finish.
Victoria are going to have a big huddle and kiss each other.
Bro's landed really nice on that last yellow. So.
It's a touch awkward purely because he's just off the wrong side of straight.
Yeah, he doesn't want to land too far close to the rail, but I think he'll be right. Yeah, he's right.
PLOWMAN. Yeah, there you go, first one. Yep, that's him.
Bro's finished those well. A nice confident pot out.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the senior stream there, mate.
Down to 6 to the top table. Mark Kerwin to the top table. Ashley Smith to the top table, and Kerry Clayton to the top table. And also Vince Bobby.
So it's 9-6 here in the men's final.
Victoria B have thought we're not ready to go home yet. We've come to play. So.
Oh, we have Captain Big D, Darren Janetz. He's wearing his best hat.
Is it a policeman's hat or is it a sailor's hat?
I really don't know, mate. I feel like he's come prepared for a big night. That's what it looks like to me. He's been asked to do work.
Sorry, guys. There's just a little bit going on here at the office.
All right, we've got some action here. So we're just sorting out the subs for this round. So one of the things that's different from what we normally have with 8-ball with the subs is when you bring a player in, that's their spot.
Yep.
With the Blackball sub, it's actually they're a floater. So the 5 players that are in the initial rotation, they have their spots 1 to 5.
Yep.
And the 6th player can come in for any of those players in any round after the first round.
That's right, Brendan. And once or twice it happened to me. We had 6 in our side, and I was subbed either in or out. But I've ended up playing the same player in a match twice. Now, and it occurred once with JR in our team. He played the same player 3 times in one match.
Yep, and it happened to me actually, and we didn't have a sub, but I played Bashir from the B2 team for Victoria 3 times in the same match.
Yeah, right.
The poor bloke copped me 3 times.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, correct. Yep. VIC A versus Queensland A.
So for those at home, Kenny Nichols just updating the Facebook page, and he's posted the links
there you go.
to the Masters match.
Jamie's also streaming the Masters match as well. I'm not sure where his camera's set up. Oh, that might be this one at the end of our table here, next to TK.
Yep.
All right. The frivolities have well and truly started here at the Hamilton Exhibition Centre.
They're getting photos.
Everyone's feeling pretty good that we're at the end of the week. Not that we are, but we're pretty close.
Well, it's the end of the week for us, isn't it, Brendan?
Oh, the end of the week for me was at about 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
It's not a nice feeling when you go through undefeated and have to deal with going out in straight sets.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, any time you go out in a final, no one come here to lose. We all come to win. But any time you lose, Brendan, you reflect on it and see where you went wrong and what things you can improve on. And hopefully next time you come back to one of these events,
Definitely better for it.
Yeah.
Benny, you don't want any streakers in this building, mate. There's, I'll leave it at that. You can infer from that what you want.
Someone asking for streakers, are
Yeah,
they?
Ben Middleton up on the Gold Coast. He wants some streakers.
Do a Gavin Roberts.
We're not at the strip joints like we used to be. We're at a beautiful convention centre in a regional centre. So in no way, shape or form are we going to condone that.
I don't know. So we're game on here back in the open division. They've sorted their subs out. Jack Phillips has just played a little containing shot. I'm not sure if colours have been nominated.
No, we're still open table here.
Okay, yep. So, and Chase is going to look at doing the same.
He's left
doing that,
yellow.
he's left him on the yellow. And those reds now are horrid, aren't they?
It's still an awkward table.
Yeah.
I think Jack is going to take the yellows, which he has. Jack's going to look to develop these two yellows as we're
Wondering
looking
if
at
the
the moment.
furthest on the right, Brendan, if it goes inside the red and play it off the cushion, then red.
It's tight.
That's the shot.
The reason I don't like that shot is you've now covered both yellows in the middle of the bottom rail.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was in his intention, but maybe he didn't think about that. But he did get the pocket. Chase is...
What's he looking at? I can't see him past the screen. What's he looking at?
Yeah, okay. He's looking at the one in the centre, probably just to get to the white ball into a better position.
I think the way he's looking at it, he wants to play the red or flick off the red and kick it straight up into the pack and break them all open.
Yeah, okay.
But he's played it in the middle and he's overrun it. You can't see those reds up the top.
Now he's
in trouble.
He is in trouble. I actually like your shot that you suggested, Brendan, running the white up,
Into
flicking off
reds.
it. Yeah, yep. Because you're not going to win the match with those reds there like they are.
I actually didn't mind playing it either way. You could even play it into the red into the pack.
The red or the white.
Yeah, either or. The yellows are not in a spot where the pot out is straightforward right now.
Yep.
So I think it was a good opportunity for Chase to not necessarily take the bull by the horns, but open the frame up for himself and give himself a chance.
And he's just opened him up, and he's got a little bit of a result there with the white, I think.
He has, but he's also removed the soldier with the shot before that.
Yep.
So later in the frame, he may want that ball by the middle, or he may have wanted the extra ball at the top of the table. I think playing the red into them early and giving himself more balls later in the frame may have actually helped him by playing for position to play that shot.
Yep.
He's lost a potential tactical advantage that he had in the frame.
And that's something I've heard Jamie Stevens comment on before, a very knowledgeable player of the game. You don't want to unnecessarily kill all your soldiers early in the game if there's no way to finish it off.
Yep.
So.
And Jack's played a really smart shot there. He's pushed the yellow onto the black to the side cushion.
Yep.
And he's now got complete control of the black. There's two yellows now blocking. Just flick our attention to the right table for a minute, Luke. The reds look pretty nice over there.
Yeah, so Josh's got a... It is Josh at the table, isn't it? Yeah,
Josh
with
Boyle.
the rest, yeah.
Josh Boyle's playing rabbit at the moment, Steve Lansborough.
Yep. So I'm glad it's him playing that shot with the rest like that, because I'm terrible on the rest. But he's got the result. He's got the result, and the reds are looking pretty decent. The only one that could be hampered is the bottom right, but does that pass, do you think, Brendan?
No, he's got to move something.
Yeah. So over to the Masters just quickly, Brendan. Look, Victoria's gone 8-11 up. So they're flying through their frames.
Yeah, wow, they're looking to take the perch away from Queensland.
Yeah.
It was a good match the first time around with Victoria A and Queensland A. It went hill-hill.
Okay, right. They've got the referee adjudicator there at a table. I'm not sure what's going on.
Which table are we looking at?
The second table in the Masters with Sean Partridge.
So Sean Partridge, I had a conversation with him earlier in the week. Any time that there is any sort of controversy or potential controversy, he will always ask for an umpire.
Okay.
He had an incident a couple of years back, and he never wants to take a chance ever again.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. It looks like the referee's left the table, so I don't know what.
I think they're looking at the lag.
It looks to me like they're arguing over the lag. Looks like to me I reckon Queensland's arguing the ball might have hit the jaw, and I think in a lag, if your ball hits the jaw, is it?
Yeah, so there's a few ways that you automatically lose the lag. One is hitting the jaw, one's hitting the side cushion, another one is crossing the centre line of the table into your opponent's half.
Yep.
And the other as well is hitting more than two cushions. So if you go up and down.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. We're just looking at the stream. They're having an argument.
So I think what's occurred, Brendan, I think Sean Partridge looked like he won the lag, but he might have hit the jaw, clipped the jaw.
The other thing as well is that if you hit the lag but don't hit your ball before your opponent's ball hits the bottom cushion, that's
right.
An automatic loss of lag as well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep. Josh has got a chance here.
Well, so that yellow down the bottom's been cleared. The one that was his difficult ball here is the red up in behind the yellows.
I actually think when Josh played that shot with the rest, he had a free shot.
Okay, yeah, we thought he was on reds, but
I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry, with the controversy on the other table.
It won't be the first, nor will it be the last time that I'll be completely wrong.
So he's played at reds and he has played at yellows.
But it does look like he's taking the yellows because he's looking at if these two yellows are a plant. Now, I think he needs to force it, and it's going to get a little bit messy. Which, he's played a safety, killing the red.
Killed that red, yeah.
He's played it really well. The tough part of this is that Rabbit's going to find a good spot for this white after he pots the one over the middle, I think. Might see him pot the red to the left here, and then use the red that's near the black to snooker behind the black.
Okay, yeah. You'll want it up in tight on the black?
Yeah, right underneath it. Probably half ball on the right.
Yep.
So then
and take the angle.
If you come half ball here on the right,
yep.
it's a short angle into the side cushion.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're going up and down.
Yeah, and an up and down. Yeah.
You can get a bit of a jump off the bottom cushion. Anything can happen. You can get a kick. You just never know. Now, Chase is in a bit of bother here on the reds, purely because of what we spoke about before. He doesn't have enough balls left on the table to cause any issues.
Yes.
So Jack is going to look to push one of these two yellows over to the red. Just like that, because that's like a great little snooker.
Yeah.
The yellows are now all on, and Chase has to play at the red that's in between the two yellows, and more than likely, looking at how deep that is,
you're going to knock that other yellow in.
But
I think Chase is actually looking at the ball on the left. So there must be a little edge there.
Wow, he's got a lot more there than it looks.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's called a foul on himself, so
good on Chase. Chase is actually one of the referees here at the tournament.
Yeah,
so when Chase
been.
hasn't been playing in the teams matches, he's been helping the... Oh, wow. Sorry. Rabbit's just potted out of the...
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's left himself nothing.
Yeah,
no justice.
Just going back to Chase, he's been umpiring pretty much every time that he hasn't been in part of a teams or a singles match.
Yeah, there's been a few of them, a handful of them here. It's a huge credit to them because these events can't run without guys like that volunteer their time. So. And Jack's just got the black away from that cluster problem we've got there on the bottom right. That was his free shot. Jack continues to shoot now on yellows, and he's probably happy to leave there.
That's a great shot. Kiss.
Yeah.
Yep.
The two yellows at the centre there, Brendan,
They plant.
they plant straight in.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you want to go side view? Can you go side view on table 1, please, mate? Just show you guys that is a plant. Yeah, it's looking at the jaw, but can be moved, can be forced. I think he's got to get neat on it though. I think we may see him roll through and hold off the red here and play the second yellow into the corner. Thanks, mate.
And he's stunning it.
He's going to screw to the side cushion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
there
same
we
shot,
go.
he's just
Yep.
avoided the red.
Yep. So is that a thin cut into the centre? No, he's taking it down to the bottom.
He's
Yep.
run around the angles.
He's a good potter. He'll be confident with this. There we go.
That's a great shot.
It was a great shot.
He's fired up his mates, that's for
he is.
sure.
And that's Victoria A are going to take a 10-6 lead.
So they brought the sub in. AJ's playing his first frame of the match.
Okay. Yep.
So welcome to the match, AJ Holland. Welcome to the big time.
Absolutely. He'll be happy out there. And he's won in the lag. He's had his first win.
Yep. He's hoping he gets a second win.
Yep,
He'd
absolutely.
like to get number 11 or number 12 on the board for his team.
Yep.
Joshy's played a good snooker there. I don't know if he was out of position though. I thought there was a fair chance to go out.
I thought so initially too, but I've put my focus over to the lag on the other table.
May have ran out of position and the snooker was an option.
Yep, playing the percentages.
So the one thing that you do notice between some of the different states as well is the Victorians are always looking for the percentage play.
Yes.
They're not always looking to go the aggressive route and go for the pot out.
Yep.
Which does differ from state to state. I know in Queensland we do like to have a dip a lot more often.
And look, my son that's played with the state juniors a lot, he's noticed that as well. And a style of play, the Queenslanders are always very attacking. So.
I'm probably the counter of that. I'm probably the one bloke in Queensland that doesn't mind taking their time as a young bloke.
Yep.
Don't mind taking my time to make sure I win a frame.
Yep.
If they're out, that's stiff. So, have seen Steve make bigger outs than this. It's one good shot on the top red because it goes past the bottom one.
Yeah.
And then it's just two cushions out for the black in the same pocket. So we should see all three balls here go in the same bag. Yeah.
Yeah, nice
Great
shot.
shot.
He's played that well.
That's really nice cue in there by Steve.
And so he's coming around off two rails here.
Yeah, two cushions back out to the middle of the table. Somewhere between what would on a snooker table be the blue and the brown spots.
Yep.
Just leave himself just off straight.
Yep. Don't want to overplay it, but you don't want to underplay it either. You'd probably rather overplay it than underplay it.
He has overplayed it, but it's still
Yeah.
perfectly fine. In fact, he's just off straight the other side. So, really nice shot
Yeah,
there.
no, that's good. It'd be a good finish by Steve Lansborough. Yeah, nice black.
So that gets it back to 10-7.
10-7. And over to the Masters just quickly. It looks like Victoria are on the hill there.
They
It's
are,
8-12. And if I can see correctly, I think in the women's, it looks like it's South Australia are 9 to New South Wales 7.
So a close match over the far side in the ladies.
It is, yeah, 9-7. So New South have rallied and fought their way back into it.
So Smiley's played a shot to cover the pocket for the red.
AJ's looking at that red to come down in under the black. I don't know that it's the shot's there.
He's got to be careful that he doesn't play what's called a push shot.
Yeah, that's right. So
just like in snooker, you can't double hit the white.
No, that's right.
Different to world rules where you can, if the balls are quite close together, you can get away with what we call a push shot.
Yeah, we don't. I know overseas in England and that they call it a lot. And as opposed in two shot here in Australia, we generally don't call those shots.
I couldn't tell you why.
I don't know either, yeah. But I know they're big on it over there. AJ's thought he didn't want to be involved in that sort of push shot scenario.
I actually think he's given Smiley a really good chance here.
He has.
I think there's no reason that Jason Smiley can't pot out from here.
So that yellow, the second yellow on the left between the two reds, that passes to the top right, yeah. Yep.
The only tricky one is the one that's sort of in line with what would be the green spot.
Yep.
But I think if he's got straight enough, he can just hop through past the red and play it in the middle.
Yep, which what are you looking at right now, I think.
He's topping through. Yeah, he's pushed the red through.
Yeah, he's done that well.
Yep. So now he's got the option. He can run through and play the yellow either to the right corner or the left corner. He's just got to work out the best way for himself to transition from his last yellow to the black.
Yeah, and I think he's taken the one closest to the rail and then going to stun back for the other yellow to go to the left, bottom left.
So we have our first result of the night.
We do.
Congratulations to the Victoria A Masters and Seniors team. They've defeated Queensland 13-8. So congratulations to the Victorian team there.
Well done, guys. And it's going to be a Victorian side that wins the Opens as well. So they're going to come away with a bit of silverware.
Everyone else did a good job of keeping them out of the singles, though.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, congratulations to Grant Weekly, who won the Masters singles. Congratulations to Mark Cottingham, who won the Seniors singles. Congratulations to Kerry Spengler, who today won the Ladies singles.
Yes.
And also congratulations to Jamie White, who won the men's singles last night as well. So congratulations to those guys. Obviously, I've just made a huge mistake and said that no Victorians won the singles. But of course, Cotty is of course a Victorian by way of England.
Jason's got that one there.
Yep, nice out by Smiley.
Yep, nice out there.
So back to 10-8.
Back to 10-8.
Clawing back into the match. Bros played not the best shot I've seen him ever play, but
no.
It's recoverable.
Is that yellow over to the left? Will that cut under the black, or do you got to go to the top?
I think if he cuts it in the middle, he's running.
He's losing the white a bit, but he could
but
stun
there's
it
no
back.
way to play it in the corner and get back.
No.
I think he has to run and just accept that he's going up and down 2 or 3 times.
And maybe stun the white a little to pull it over to the right a bit.
I think he needs a bit of stun, a bit of bottom, and a bit of right.
A bit of everything on this one.
Action on this.
It's going to be a bit of zing.
He's definitely lined up to layer up a little bit.
Yep.
He's give it a bit of a backswing.
Oh,
he's missed the pot.
And that's, Yeah, these centres, as opposed to our two-shot tables, are pretty brutal like that. You just can't cheat them.
You can see there in the side shot, they look quite open, but they're not.
They're not. If you hit that flat bit, they spit out. They don't go in. You really need you have to hit the black.
Even if you hit the black in the wrong way, it's bouncing.
Yeah.
So Jack's
A
played
bit of a miss there by Jack, yeah.
odd shot. I thought he might have made sure that got into the pocket. I don't think it's quite in. I think if he goes side cushion into the yellow on the bottom cushion, he can push it straight under that red. I think there's a gap there.
Okay, you think there's a big enough gap?
I think he can go along, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he can. So Aki's won the lag against Dale. He's got one.
He's made one on the break there.
That's a nice split too. First look, mate, I like the reds.
Yeah, the only problem with the reds is the little cluster in the centre of the table there, but the two of those, I think, go to the centre. And if you clear those, the other one goes to the top left.
Yeah, correct.
So you just got to be cute with the white ball, that's all.
Simple stun. Gets as straight as or he may run into this red now, depending on what angle he's got. He may hold for it where he is. Top through, play the one in the top right corner. Come down to the one over the right corner. Play the one on the bottom rail and float up into the pretty much where the black spot is. And play the black in the same corner for the last ball.
There you go. That the two into the centre was on still. And he's probably sitting fairly straight, which is he'd like that. Play through to the top left.
Me personally, I like just stunning back behind this yellow for the one in the top corner.
And keeping a bit of angle?
Not only just keeping a bit of angle, but you don't risk snookering yourself by pulling out. Whereas topping through, you can cop a kick.
Yep. And sometimes they just jump and they sit, I
think pulling out, pulling back, I think is the best way to go. He's top through and he's got good contact.
Yep. Looks like there's enough little bit of angle that he can flick off one rail there and get the white ball. Out and back down, all right.
He wants
so just doesn't want to be careless here with the white ball.
This is the key shot. So if he gets the position on the next one over the right corner then the next three shots are easy.
Yeah.
If he gets this one wrong, he's got to play a really nice shot to recover.
Oh, there, and that.
I think this needs to be a really finessed shot now.
Yep. So he's still looking at running that other red, the last red, underneath the black because he needs the white travelling that way as well.
The issue he's got with this angle is that it's not easy to play it and stun the white in a spot between the rail and a foot off it.
Yeah, ideally he was down a little bit and a little straighter on this second last red.
He can get to the bottom cushion and get low on it and just stun up to the spots. But he's missed the pot.
He's missed the pot, so... Crowd's getting loud there.
Dale's head does look shiny under the lights.
It looks like mine. I've got the same haircut, so...
Yeah. He gets a bit of the extra sweat compared to you, though, mate.
Well, there's a bit more pressure out there on him than there is up here with me, so...
Oh, just in general, mate. I was just making an observation.
But any which way, Dale's going to be stoked to be at the table now, and that...
He should never got to the table. Aki should have taken
it. That's right, so...
And it came back to that careless positional shot on the ball in the top corner.
It was that third last red,
And for that reason, we saw the error because he was coming across the line.
Yep.
Which is why I liked pulling back, because when he tops through off the top cushion, he's coming into the line.
And it will naturally come into the line, Yep. Now, for Dale, the only sort of difficult ball is that one on the rail on the right, but that comes in under the red there, in the bottom right.
So Jack Green just made it 11-8. So Victoria A are only 2 frames away from claiming the national championship.
Yep. And Dale Kent's the red-hot favourite to take these.
These are all there now.
Yeah, as I said, that ball on the right, near the centre pocket, it comes under the bottom red anyway. So I
think the easy way to go here is to play the ball in the top corner.
Yep.
Play the ball that's just below the balk line into the middle.
Yep.
Then take the rail ball.
Yep.
You've got easy position on the one that's in the middle of the table into the left middle. Yep, so he's played this really nicely to come back out. So he'll play another deep screw to get back to the side cushion. Play that one down the rail, play the one in the middle, leave himself an angle on the yellow near the black where he can bounce off the top, off the bottom cushion and back out.
Yep.
And then play the black in the same corner.
As easy as you like. So.
He's actually taking the
rail
first.
ball now. Yeah.
He's played it well.
He has played it well.
So this is also a really nice way to go, where he can play the ball in the middle, then play the ball in the bottom corner, and then come out where he's got a ball in the middle of the table to come then back onto the
to
black.
get position on the black. Yeah. He's taken the one next to the black now, and he'll be looking to go back into the centre after this one, I think.
Yeah, really nice shot.
Yeah. That is really good.
Yeah, he's bounced off the cushion, so he's got room to cue this nicely.
The other match that we've still got going, the ladies, South Australia just won, so they're 11-7 up. Race to 13.
So Dale's played that really nicely.
He's cueing them well. He's
straight.
cueing it with confidence.
Dale's played well all week, mate.
Yep.
He finished in the he got beat by the eventual winner, Jamie White, in the singles in the semi-final. It was a great match. Don't know if you caught much of it.
I did, yeah.
I'd argue it's probably the highest quality pool that we saw all week.
Yep.
That match.
Absolutely. So Dale's landed slightly wide on the black here, but there's no drama at all. It just drops in.
Just got to make sure of the pop. Just like that.
He's done that well. And it's put Victoria A on the hill.
So 12 out, last set. Victoria B need all of these. Now, Rabbit has gotten stiffed. Not only has he not gotten a ball, he's left him fat on a yellow over the bag. And he's also got these yellows that go across the top cushion.
Yeah.
So, options, he can take the dolly and come back across and make sure he's on the yellows.
Yep, that's what I think he'll do.
He definitely wants them. He's got the yellow that he's near on touching that's 6 inches out of the bag that covers 2 reds.
Covers 2 reds, that's right.
So
I think he'll touch that one in the pocket, take the one on the back rail first.
I think he leaves. I think he needs to take the one that's covering those reds early in the out, though, because this yellow does not pass.
Yes, okay.
This yellow on the right cushion does not pass.
Yep.
So the easy link is to get rid of this ball. So we'll go to the side angle. Both of these yellows go into the top left corner. He's just off straight, though. This is awkward.
Yeah, can he run through that and put it back into...
I think he takes the one that's off the cushion first.
Okay, yep.
Tops through. Then plays the one here into the corner.
I think he's actually taking the rail one. He's going to push through it.
No,
he's just playing safe.
Yep. So he's potted it, though. So very obvious from the pace of that shot, Cram wanted to sit that.
Yeah, he's a pretty cagey player. So. And Brendan, he's left himself just inside that jaw too. He has got options.
Yeah, this is the one. So he's going to snooker.
Well, I don't know if
he's fouled.
It was a foul, yeah.
Yep.
And he's called it.
So World Rules, this is the difference between Blackball and World Rules.
Yep.
Rabbit now has the option to take ball in hand, which
and I think he's going to clear that yellow straight away.
Yep, as you can see where he's put the white, he's
I think it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Underneath it.
And once he does that, all the reds are playable.
They're there.
Yeah.
They're there.
He looks like he's going to do it a plant, so this complicates it slightly. I don't know that I'm a fan of this. I think he'll still get it.
I think the reason that he'll do this is it makes the transition from ball to ball slightly easier. He creates a little bit more room for the white to manoeuvre around.
Well, he's done it well there. Yep.
So now he's created a bit more space where he can get on the red that's just below the balk line near the white. A little bit easier.
Okay.
I think there's more room for him to manoeuvre. I can understand why he's cleared the yellow by moving the red onto it.
Yeah, 100%. He was always going to clear the yellow.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it happen a lot this week where people haven't used their free shots in the most effective ways. That's a huge shot on the other table.
That's Jason
Smiley's
Smiley.
just played a ball in the middle and cleared all of the problems on the bottom end of the table there for the Reds. The challenge is going to be getting on them, those 2 Reds there. may even be able to just play this in the top corner and hold for the one
just
on the bottom.
Oh no,
But
he's ran
going
through.
up. He's going up because he needs to get on the red by the yellows. So
That
he's
red-
actually gone too far.
That red at the top right is slightly problematic,
That's
isn't it?
right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he wanted to come low,
Yeah,
somewhere
to
between
get- yep.
where the red is and the middle of the table, level with it. So all he had to do was drop and play the red in the corner.
Yep. So that's what he's still looking at now. If he can drop this into the centre,
He's
it's just
got
going
a
to make
bad
the,
angle though on the
Yeah.
next ball.
If you make the last 16,
So he's taking his medicine.
so if you're in the ring, please come up. Glenn O'Connor.
There you go. We've just heard over the speaker that the last 16 here at the Blackball Nationals get paid some cash.
Okay, and that's in the singles, I assume.
That is in
because
the
they-
singles. We only had the 12 teams in the
Yep.
men's here, but the last 16 in the men's singles all get a bit of their cash kitty back.
Yep.
So for those guys, that's a huge result. I got knocked in the last 32.
Okay. Yep.
Ran into Nick Palat on a steamroll.
Yeah, he was playing well too, wasn't he, Nick Palat?
I didn't do much wrong.
Yep.
And I went dry 3 times, potted the white once, and
Yep.
I got beat 7-3.
Well, that's just a high quality pool, isn't it? And all you can do is congratulate your
Yep.
opponent in those situations.
They shake hands,
yep,
say too good.
Absolutely. So Rabbits
There you
get
go.
a pretty nice white there.
All I can see happening here with Cotty over to our left hand in this cash out is these guys are just going to go and hand this cash straight back over the bar.
I think so. It looks pretty crowded down there.
That is
so.
exactly what's going to happen.
Oh. And Steve Landsborough has just dumped the white. I missed the shot, but I've seen the white fall in the centre.
Smiley's
Jason
played a
Smiley,
great shot
yeah,
there.
he has.
He's on that red.
Making a pretty decent out here.
Yeah, guys, we're going to focus on table 2 here because if Crane gets these, we're done. This is potentially a clearance for the match. So we will update you if Smiley does pot out. We'll let you know. He does have an angle on the red, which is not nice.
Not favourable, no.
No, Smiley's B. Yep. So Smiley was on the out. Cran's played a beautiful shot to develop the yellow, but he's finished awkward. He's on the side cushion. And he's very straight on this. So we may even see him play the ball that he developed. I'm not sure if he's going to like it. I think he wants to take the ball on the top because it's also going to mean that if he does sit the yellow over the pocket, it's not an easy red for
It looks like
Rabbit.
he's just gonna sort of.
Well, there you go.
Jason
We've just been
Smiley.
told that it's a check, so we won't see this cash handed over. There you go.
Jason Smiley's just missed.
How
the
unfortunate
black.
for the Hamilton Convention and Exhibition Centre that they don't get the cash handed straight back over the bar. Coddy didn't even think of that. Well, there you go. He's just told us he can change it. So, Nick Palat, if you're listening, I apologise. Your check may be found over the bar. How's this? Luke's here with me on the mic, having a good time, and his son comes up and he goes, "Mate, can you cash me check?" It's 10 to 9 on a Saturday night. There are no banks open. I think he's expecting
the
this to be
Bank of
cashed by the
Dad,
Bank
yeah.
of Dad, which is absolute horseshit.
We just turned 18, and to be fair, he's not a big drinker. He just likes the feel of the money in his wallet. So, but no, he can wait. Jason Smiley's totaled on the black.
Wow.
And Jack
So
Green is not going to make this easy for him from here.
Yep,
So, yeah.
and he's gone in off as well.
Yeah. So in this situation, Brendan, Jack with all those balls on the table and the free ball right now, his favourite for the frame
It
from
would
here.
not surprise me if he dollies this yellow on the side cushion over the pocket and then snookers behind the 2 balls on the bottom cushion. and plays
Absolutely.
for another
You don't
free
have to
shot.
do it all in one visit.
He's tried.
Yeah, he's trying to.
He's tried.
He wants that the glory.
I think he's actually just pushed that yellow in such a spot that it doesn't go past the black now.
Yeah, and if anything, maybe the black does go now. So.
Oh, I think it does.
Yeah. So he's just got to be a little bit careful.
I think he'll play this yellow on the balk line into the middle of the table and snooker.
Yeah, and just,
But it's a much easier snooker to get out.
That's right, yeah.
So this is the Jamie Stevens philosophy of don't pot balls if you don't have to.
Yep.
So Jack's played a bad shot. Well, not a bad shot, but he's played
a loose shot.
Well, not even a loose shot. I think he's played a shot in such a way that he's opened the frame up for his opponent. He's given a chance away.
Yep.
Where if he dollies that ball and plays it halfway down the rail instead of playing it clean in the pocket, he's got a ball over the pocket. He's got 2 yellows there. He can stick it clean behind. There's all the traffic in the world in the middle of the table, because now, if Jason jags this black, Jack's going to go back to his team and go, what did I do wrong? Well, what you did wrong was you removed balls off the table. What you needed to do was get a better snooker.
I'm a fan, and I agree.
I don't actually think that the potting 2 balls there doesn't help him at all. I actually think it's a disadvantage.
It's absolutely. He would have been better off to leave one set over the hole and then go in for a nice tight snooker and get another free shot, bide your time.
And take your opportunity once it's there. It's not there. It's not there. He's got 2 yellows that cover each other.
Yep.
He's got a yellow covered by the black. He really needs 2 more free shots.
That's right, yeah.
He needs a free shot to develop his 2 bad yellows, and he needs a free shot to develop the yellow that's on top of the black. He can do it in one go, but you don't guarantee yourself position on the ball.
So it's right here for Jason, there's no advantage of running up softly behind the black. I think you try to get at it. Yeah, you got to move it.
He's got to move it. It's now not as easy to snooker. It's not tucked up behind a yellow.
That's right.
It's in the open. Even if Jack does snooker, there's always going to be a way for him to get to the black. The tables are quick enough he can get around. I think by playing it in that way, he's almost forced Jack to feel like he has to go for the out.
Yeah.
And as much as I think, great, good to see you've got some confidence, I don't know if it's the right way to go at this point in the match at 12-9 when all you need to do is secure the frame, pot out, and you're shaking hands and you're cheering with your mates. Yeah.
So ideally right here, if Jack can somehow get the white to the bottom rail, he's still got that real good snooker in there, which he might be able to right now, actually. If he takes this yellow in the centre, gets the white ball down on the bottom rail.
Sit. Needs to sit. Now, if he pots this ball,
I can't tell the angle. Do you think the pot's on? The pot's on?
Now, I know this. Jack's only a young fella. He's played a nice shot.
Yeah,
that's the right shot.
Yeah.
Now it's much more difficult. The plant is on. Those 2 yellows now plant.
Yep. And this is really difficult snooker to get out of.
Oh, it's one cushion. It's one cushion straight across.
Yeah.
You're not leaving a yellow.
Yep.
You may even get a snooker back if you kiss it right. But I don't. He's going to go. He's even looking at jaws.
Yeah.
Which anything could happen. You give away a free shot and the frame's over. I don't think that going anything other than one rail is the right way.
You must make contact.
Not only must you make contact, you must also make contact in such a way you don't run into the yellows with the black or the white. And he's had a belt and he's moved the yellows. Now there's a great opportunity here for Jack to get right up underneath that yellow.
To just, the one closest to the pocket, he just nudges that with the white.
Bumps it.
Just bumps it, a little closer to the pocket. And
may even leave the white touching on the yellow, on the one of the right of the 2. But he's digging in the white, so I don't know what he's doing.
He says, I'm Jack Green and I've come here to play. I want the glory. He's taking a risk, so...
Well, no guts, no glory, right?
Yeah. 12-9 up. To be honest, he might have been more confident doing that rather than going for a snooker and that you miss, then you leave your opponent on. So you can't begrudge someone for that, for having a go.
So Jack Green has this black, and it's a 3/4 ball black that he's probably potted 1,000 times in his life for a national championship.
Oh.
And he's butchered it. So
bad luck, Jack, but Victoria B will take that, and they'll go to 10-12.
I feel bad for him.
I feel bad
really
for him,
bad.
yeah,
He took
absolutely.
a chance. He
Yeah.
played 2 great shots.
He did.
He took the big out on. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think there's much else that we can say about that.
No, he's just rattled at the pressure of the moment and that.
Yeah.
If I could just go over to the women's, have they stopped playing there? So we should have
They
a
have
result.
finished.
Yeah. I can't see
Now,
what's going
we
on.
can't see the scoreboard, but
I
from
would
the way
assume...
it looks like South Australia are
Australia,
enjoying a celebratory drink.
Yeah, well, they were in front, and I don't think New South would have ran that amount of frames to catch up and win.
Not in the amount of time since we last saw a
Yeah,
score.
because I think it was 11-7 South Australia. So this match that we've got going is the last one in the room. And any which way, there's a maximum of 3 frames left.
So Dale's on the reds here. He's on and out. The way that Dale's played this week, it would not surprise me if he makes the out for the national championship.
Yeah. Jack's just won the lag there.
He's got a nice angle to run into the red. That's by in between the black and the yellow. Currently, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, okay.
So he needs to move it or move the yellow. But by moving the yellow, it's going to cause him some problems.
Yep.
May actually be a hair thick. If he... he's going to pop the
missed
red.
it. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's okay, though, because he's now got the angle to play the red that is, as we look at it now from the side view, if he plays this red into the bottom corner, he's going to flick the yellow.
Yep.
And by flicking the yellow, he's then going to hold the white off the side cushion if he plays it at the right speed for the red that's in the middle of the table into the top corner. Stun across to the side cushion, play the red in the corner where he's playing this one now, and then play the black.
Okay, we've got that mapped out. So he does that, flicks the yellow, you called that.
He may even play the one that's by the black first, looking at where he's landed there.
To straighten up a bit better for the other red.
Yep. Screw to the side cushion and play the red in the middle.
He's just got to cue these with confidence, doesn't he? And not be dirty with the white ball, but you don't expect him to be. As you said, he's been playing well all week. And
arguably has been stiffed. I think he probably could have won a few frames more in terms of the count. He's definitely played great all week. And that's a nice shot. He's left himself
he's
an
happy
angle.
just to take it long.
He's left himself an angle where he just has to cue it to get to the side cushion and play the black in the same corner. He's just put the last red.
Yep. So Jack Phillips
Jack's
on
also
yellow.
on and out on the
I think
he just lost a cord. That's just falling out. Not sure where that's come from.
so.
So a bit of pressure on this ball. He's got it. Dale's cued that beautifully.
He's cued it beautiful. He's got a nice little angle just to drop this in.
No risk of any.
There's no risk. Yeah, the white just comes off the bottom rail into the side rail, and he's.
So Dale Kent has the black for the championships.
He's played it well. There we go, guys.
Congratulations, Victoria A.
Congratulations as well to Victoria Men's B. They rallied back well and got to 10 frames. There we go. I think the Blues will be pretty happy with themselves, Brendan.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to need a trailer to take all their silverware home with them after the...
I think they'll be pleased that they don't have to worry about luggage and they're not getting on a plane. I think that's probably the only benefit of winning in your home state.
Yeah.
I know I'd be in trouble if I won a bit too much in terms of the silverware. 10 days is a long time to pack for.
Yeah, look, you wouldn't be complaining if you were taking those trophies home, though.
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, congratulations to the VIC A team. Commiserations to the VIC B team. Understandably, they probably came in as huge underdogs. Proved that they belong at this level. There's a lot of depth of quality players here in Victoria.
On both sides.
Definitely deserve to be in that final the way they've played in the last 3 days.
Oh, they earned their spot, absolutely, yeah, the way they've played all week. So Dale Kent's got his shirt off. Things are getting messy here, so...
We might turn this stream off before we get we get put on RedTube.
So, yeah, just congratulations to the Victorian Masters side and South Australian ladies as well. So thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you at the next one.
That'll do it for us. Presentations to come shortly for all of the matches across the week. Thank you.